Welcome back.
Ew.
It's Hungoverhand, right?
We're here.
Drunkest podcast in the world.
Very
Today is
special day today.
It's a special day. Hold on. Today is, if you're wondering what day it is, February 25th, 2023. This is episode 16. We don't have the older Edwards, Dylan,
We got the better one.
but we have a better version of him, younger Edwards.
Yeah,
Devon,
the old one retired.
filling in today.
Got the other Edwards fill in.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I really didn't expect Devon to do this.
And he's here.
Samesies.
So today, well, first thing we got to do is thank our friends over at Aberdeen Fight Store.
Of course.
Aberdeen Fight Store was born out of the love of boxing. They strive to provide a cheaper and simpler way for you to buy all your favorite boxing gear. Go check them out at aberdeenfightstore.com or at Aberdeen Fight Store on Instagram. That is ABERDEEN fightstore.com or Aberdeen Fight Store on Instagram. Thanks to them, but god damn it, the main event's canceled.
Yes.
And there's
That's
already been two fucking fights canceled.
Yeah.
And the first fight that got canceled on this card was Springfield, Missouri's own Garrett Armfield.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on here?
I don't know what's going on. It's
Lame.
nuts that apparently Krylov just got sick or something. They were talking about hydration and he kept throwing up. And literally, like, as this card's starting, they informed Spann that it's not happening.
Probably because he cooked himself prior.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They
Like,
probably
he went and
dropped
cooked his
so much
organs too
fucking
much.
weight.
Probably what.
And
Well, he's from, like, where's he from? Somewhere in Europe? Is he Ukrainian?
No, I don't think so.
So he's somewhere,
not
but
sure.
you travel all the way across the
Kyrgyzstan?
fucking world. Maybe that. But you travel across the world, and you got to cut all this weight, and you're fucking.
Yeah, it sucks,
You
dude.
can't take IVs unless there is one.
yeah.
His tats are sick.
Exactly.
Besides the kissing.
And it sucks, especially if you put in a fight camp. Like, if you're Spann, you put in a fight camp,
Yeah,
and right before your fight, a few hours before your fight,
Literally.
get told, hey, your guy's dying. He's throwing
warming
up.
up in the back. I mean, he's already all like warmed up.
But we're
Got
not even
sweat
talking
on.
about the worst part about it, which is John had to go back and fix the posts on Instagram
No,
through
I didn't.
DraftKings.
Well, I did
Because the cancellations
I
were
did after
absurd.
Garrett Armfield. I fixed them, and then I posted it all. And then Eileen Perez and what's her name, Haley Cowan, got canceled. I didn't want to redo it all again.
Mike looks like he should play pro soccer or something.
He's Canadian. His brother's a fucking AHL.
Or maybe
hockey
hockey,
player.
too. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we got Mike Malott versus Yohan Lainesse coming up. I don't really know why they did a Canadian versus Canadian.
I love it. That never happens.
I mean, it's
that
cool,
never
but
happens.
Who do the Canadians root for? Like Canadian fans,
Well, I guess, but I mean,
This would be a good
Are they
one,
even allowed to watch fighting there anymore?
though. What Trudeau's like
Yeah, he's just
Trudeau just
restricting
saying
all
no.
Putin in it up?
Yeah, it's not like smiles and rainbows, so it's illegal.
Hugs only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always say you're sorry. Some stupid shit.
5-fight unbeaten streak,
So Malott,
100% finish rate.
Malott is Canadian, but he's like a coach at Team Alpha Male.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Like with,
that.
with Uriah?
Yeah,
He's one
a
of
Team
the-
Alpha Male coach.
Dana White Contender Series guys.
Yeah.
So then the wrestling would be that much more off the charts then? Because all these fucking guys,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think he's like a jiu-jitsu coach or something.
Really?
I think
looks
so.
pissed.
Yeah, he looks locked in.
Honestly,
crazy.
I expect violence if it's Canadian on Canadian.
Yeah.
Virtually identical
Same height, same weight, but a 3-inch reach difference.
for Lainesse.
Beer me.
8-1, 9-1.
What do you want?
All of them.
Waiter.
Give me all of them.
Throwback.
With that or a light?
Bruce comes in
You
here
don't
with
want
the
it?
fucking.
You don't want it. Why? Is this yours?
Yeah, that's my shit.
Okay. I'm giving Chad money because I didn't want to go back to the gas station.
So, to top off the whole Krylov cancellation, the main event now is Brendan Allen and Andre Muniz.
Yeah.
Which, to me, especially with the way the UFC does it now, where they don't really give a fuck about the Apex cards, I think that's a half decent main event.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's not terrible.
because Muniz fucking snapped Jacare's arm, so I think he's worthy of a main event.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in a strange world where you're 9-1 as a professional fighter on TV, and you're the underdog.
Yeah.
So who is this motherfucker?
Those Prime bottle logos are.
Well, he's 8-1-1.
Shout out Prime. You can sponsor the podcast if you want.
Yeah. Shout out to Logan, not Jake.
Jake and Fury hate each other, but Tyson Fury and Jake are cool, but the dad and the brother are not.
You know what drama makes? Money.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Chrissy, my girl, what's up?
They,
he is kind of scary looking though too.
They
This guy?
Yeah.
all them YouTube guys, like those type of guys, they just lean into the drama. They love it.
He just said no touch. They're not going to touch.
I think
Mike looks mad. I don't know why he's so angry.
I hate to make this call and then it not happen, but I think Yohan, he's going to sleep. I don't know if it's
Malott?
choke.
Malott?
No, Lainesse. I don't know if it's choke or if it's knockout, but I think he's going to sleep.
He reminds me of the Canadian Matt Brown.
Lainesse. He's an ugly son of a bitch. Balding.
That was solid.
Shout out to Balding.
Straight up.
Like if there was a picture form of the fill out your race on like, a job app or something like that.
Well, what would he say?
No, it would be a picture of Mike Malott, literally. Like he would be next to the white choice. Like, literally.
It's like you're playing The Sims 4 and you're like,
You don't get any more white.
preset. Like that's him.
Or 0% on like Madden or something. Like create a player. All the way down.
Yeah. He's the kicker.
He's like pushing opacity at this point.
You can see the cage.
You can almost
behind
see
him, I
through
believe.
him.
He's what is it? Translucent or whatever it is.
Just look at me.
He's Seth, but
Yeah.
not
Clear.
ginger.
I don't like neck tats like that, dude. Looks weird. Never looks straight because your head's always moving.
Oh, on the back of the
Yeah,
neck? Yeah, it's
Oh,
strange.
shit.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
always halfway covered up.
Not gonna lie though, the beaver like wings on his neck, that looks sick to me. Like back of his neck, wings come around.
Beebs?
Oh, on the
Yeah.
Beebs?
Dude, Beebs drips, dude.
He does. Makes me drip.
Oh,
Anyway,
Well, right now he's more of a droop.
oh.
Do you not know about that? He's got
What?
his like palsy in his face.
Yeah, isn't him and his
Yeah.
woman splitting up, too?
Oh, I don't know about their
No.
splitting.
I
The
thought.
one he was like all into and like
No,
married.
he's-
Yeah,
Why?
and married and stuff. I guess
What
that'd
was
be
her
into-
name?
I may be wrong. I'm
Haley.
pretty sure I saw
Yeah, it's
that.
Haley.
Wait,
It's
so
Haley.
he has what in his face?
He
had
had
a-
something go on where like he can't even
muscles are
sing.
fucked
His
up.
It's almost
muscles.
like cerebral palsy or whatever,
it's
right?
It's like Bell's palsy.
Bell's palsy. Yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
like Bell's
moves when
palsy.
he
It's a
doesn't
form
want
of it,
to.
right?
So like
Something
your
like
face,
that.
muscles on
Yeah,
fire.
it's like
No,
he's
but
got.
they
It's almost like
They
he's had a
don't move
stroke.
when he wants them to. So
Yeah,
just, like,
so it's just like
fucking
drooping.
Weird. There's a
That's
video.
what didn't fucking Cheeto Vera's daughter? Remember on Food Truck Diaries?
Oh, he was saying
His
she
daughter,
didn't have
like,
a smile.
She couldn't smile because her face.
Yeah,
face
it
was
might be
That's
something like
terrible.
that, but
That'd
I'm
be
not
so
sure.
sad
Yeah,
if your kid couldn't.
I mean,
but no.
I-
But the thing is, Bell's palsy. There's not like that Cheeto's daughter didn't have that because Bell's palsy is not something you get like an operation to fix.
Yeah.
It's like something that just goes like Tony Gonzalez had it. He had it for a while, and then eventually it went away.
Like AIDS?
Sometimes it goes away, and sometimes it sticks with you.
AIDS goes away.
Yeah. Magic Johnson.
I mean, nowadays it does. Okay, well, Lainesse isn't sleeping, and I don't foresee him sleeping in this round.
He's
but
grimacing
he's
real
losing.
bad right now. Something's hurting him.
Yeah, he's making like a lot of faces there.
Yeah, he is. Well, too much
Yeah, why are you
energy going
squeezing
into
so
the bottom
damn
control
hard?
squeeze.
That's another thing about these like high level fighters is like it's very rare that you see like a reaction to anything.
Yeah.
Like they could just their leg could be like folding over drop foot style and like no reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like really weird to see.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a head and arm.
There we go.
Oh, it's deep.
Later,
Look
Gator.
at the veins.
He's not answering the phone
Look at his
either.
veins.
No.
He's out.
Adios, amigo.
Okay, he's pulling on the.
Yeah, no,
He
he
Nope,
just
we're
took himself
stepping
deeper.
over. We're going
makes
over.
it-
He just took himself deeper.
See ya.
Out.
Eat shit, Dylan. I know you picked the other guy. Can't
Eat
even know how to
shit,
say his
Dylan.
name,
We
so
should
I'm
have
not
put
gonna
Phil in here
Yohan.
just for shit.
Yohan.
Johan, there we go. I know
Dude, we should've
Dylan
made
picked
it.
him.
I should've- Next time I'm gonna gonna make a graphic and I'm gonna put Phil.
what you get for not being here,
in the next one.
A loss.
I think Dylan was like way ahead though.
He picked him. Well, not no mo.
Ahead? No, never.
I think he was like, wasn't he way ahead, Falk? Dylan? On DraftKings we're talking about? For people listening have no idea what we're saying?
DraftKings.
Yeah.
I love DraftKings, dude. Shout out.
Yeah,
You can sponsor
Devin,
pod too if you want.
Devin, tell
Dylan's still
tell
ahead.
people watching, like, you're big into DraftKings, like what,
I'm
golf,
not good
football?
at it, so.
But yeah, but you put a bunch of lineups in though.
Sometimes.
Football, you put like
Oh yeah,
200 lineups in.
football's my favorite.
We all got fucked on Krylov so hard, man.
I listen to Dogger Pass too on UFC
Yes.
on Pat Mayo
Yes.
Experience.
You guys realize that
Shout out Pat.
You guys
I love
realize
you.
I stacked Krylov and Spann, right?
I listen
Me
to
too.
Pat all the time.
Me too. Yeah, shout out to Dogger Pass. You got what's his name, Cody Safdie and Paul Shaughnessy.
See,
I
I
listen to their
think
shit, like, every
Paul.
week.
I think Paul's the video and audio guy for all the golf podcasts.
Could be.
Because I like put the voices together today. Because like normally when he talks in the background on the golf ones, it's like super low volume, so you can't really tell.
Yeah. He knows this shit about MMA, and it's kind of like a when you're watching like football, it's like a color versus play-by-play type vibe.
Yeah.
Because Paul kind of lets Cody talk.
And they're
during
Canadian
that.
too, so it makes it even
Right.
better.
But Paul, he's also like really good at cutting Cody off all the time, and it really kind of
What are we
annoys
talking about?
Yeah.
They're talking about a podcast they listen to.
something you wouldn't listen to.
It's to do with
Talking
betting
about
and
different
shit like
podcasts?
that.
MMA betting podcast. But Devin listened to that in preparation for it because they also
Oh,
their same channel makes like golf shit, like football betting, like they do,
Oh,
like,
okay.
everything, but they're Canadian.
that was the first Jones versus Gone trailer that I've seen so far.
So yeah, okay. Here's one thing I thought about earlier is like I haven't really seen a lot of promotion for that.
And it's what, next week?
It's next Saturday.
Yeah.
That's
Why are they not like promoting the fuck out of it? I mean, I know this week they probably will, but like I haven't seen.
they
a ton.
definitely will this week, but yeah, I agree.
It feels like John Jones' comeback is like flying under the radar like too much.
He's probably over 1,100 days without fighting so far.
Mallott's
It's 365
emotional.
times. It's been over 3 years. 365 times 3 is what, like 1090 something, or 1,000 something. What is it?
His last fight was February 8th, 2020 against Reyes.
On my birthday.
February what?
8th. I'm not about to even be able to do the math on that, but
Yeah, it's okay. So it's almost 1,100 days since he's fought. That's fucking insane.
so what the stat we already talked about it on the podcast, but it was, and I don't know the exact numbers, but it was like from when he made his debut to when he won the belt was a shorter amount of time.
Is
from
his
when
layoff?
his last
Yeah.
fight was to now, and this was as of like weeks ago, like
That's-
3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
outrageous.
That's crazy. Hey, Devin, John Jones next Saturday versus Cyril Gane. What are your thoughts?
John Jones dub.
There you
Yeah,
go.
That's just what he does.
because that's just the
You
smart
know,
bet.
Honestly,
That's
that
just a smart
UCAN
bet.
guy, the way he was bouncing around, I was sitting over there kind of thinking like
Jones.
he literally was moving like John does.
That's like old school Jones, like the new.
Yeah, when
like,
he was super young and
not
like,
even like new, but like the Reyes Jones and the Smith Jones. He's very like flat footed. He kind of just like stands in there.
The
old school
the
Jones.
OSP Jones. That one was about the most
Stand
stale.
right in
That was
front
the
of
most
you.
stale John Jones ever.
Right. But the old school Jones is like, and like Dan Hardy, obviously.
Let's go,
everyone knows
Mike.
Dan Hardy.
I'm in third because you.
Yeah. Yeah, Mallott's
He's got a good
or
haircut.
Malott or whatever,
Look at Mike too. He just man.
Mike's a
he
fucking
slays,
stud.
bro.
dappered up.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He didn't have a wife either, does he?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
he's married.
hottest Australian wife you ever
Where's
seen.
his ring at? He didn't wear it.
He's got 2 sons and a daughter, and she's fine as hell.
How does he get
too.
the ring
She's like
pass
20.
when he looks like that?
Maybe on the broadcast, you know. Didn't wear it on the broadcast.
I don't know. Maybe it's not
That's what
a
I'm saying.
British
How do you
thing.
get how do you get the ring pass?
Maybe it's a
What do you
British
mean?
thing.
Like, how does she
They
let
don't
him?
wear them.
Maybe. or if maybe he's like a.
He probably says, "Honey, like
I don't train with it, so I just never."
Okay.
He's always
Well,
training, so
podcast.
maybe he doesn't wear it.
Not podcast.
They've been married for ever. They've been married a long time.
No, okay.
Them and their fucking tea and crumpets, dude.
Dan Hardy. They live in like California.
They do.
You just punch that.
Dan Hardy said. Dan Hardy thinks that the old Jones comes back as far as like bouncing around.
I think so too.
And man,
He's gonna have to.
I love Dan Hardy, but he was really sucking Jones off during his little breakdown of that fight. And I'm
Sucking him
"Fuck,
off.
dude, like
It's bad.
Cyril
news.
Gahn's pretty good too. Like,
Oh yeah, no, dude. Okay, so what if he comes
Oh,
out?
he said that.
If John Jones comes out and Starch is gone?
no,
No, what it? I know you don't want that, but
no, it's not that. But like, how?
You mean first round starches him?
he comes up and
he couldn't
something.
He doesn't knock out anybody
No,
out.
that's what-
He doesn't knock
Like,
anybody
No.
out.
when you say starch, I'm thinking like first round.
The stories, Jim stories, take them with a grain of salt, but he was murking some heavyweights there sparring.
The thing is, when you're
But,
a light heavyweight
why?
and you're training, everyone you're fighting with is a heavyweight because they're not cutting weight down to 205. They're all heavyweights.
Yeah.
Every fucking one of them.
Right.
True, but I
Alexander
guess,
Gustafsson was a fucking heavyweight
oh
in that
yeah,
gym.
but I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about they were saying like actual
And he's like
heavyweights that
7'5".
fight in the UFC.
No, yeah.
He was
well, and
fucking
at
them up.
Jackson's, I mean, they got plenty of bodies at Jackson's, but like, I'm just thinking like I don't know. I don't know what could lead you to believe that Jones is going to go out there and be able to just one punch people.
Okay,
He's
okay.
never done
What
that.
if he does starch him, as in he takes him down, like Ngannou did, holds him down, and just ground and pounds the fuck out of him?
Right. Okay.
To, worse, like
That's
obviously.
not starching, though.
Oh, well, I meant like, what if he knocks him out via ground and pound with some fucking crazy elbow?
I could see that.
But what are you getting at though? Yeah. So if John Jones beats him crazy and like, what is it?
What I'm saying is like, you don't you were. I was going off of you saying Dan Hardy was riding his ass, saying or riding his
Right,
dick,
right.
saying, John is great, but Cyril Gahn's
Well,
good.
then
Then it just solidifies it even more. Like
it makes sense.
Yeah.
then what do you think?
Which I don't
who
think it-
beats John Jones at heavyweight then?
I don't think it. What I'm saying is, like, I don't think it doesn't make sense for everyone to be riding John's ass, but like, and I feel like I'm in the minority here, but like, John Jones has not been impressive for fucking 5 years.
I'm
Yeah,
not going
I
to argue
understand that.
He hasn't been, but he also I guess in his defense, I'm always the guy that comes to the defense
always.
of somebody, even if I'm not a huge John Jones fan. I respect that he's arguably, if not the greatest fighter
He's
to
John
ever
Jones.
live right now.
He
But
is.
I will always look at it in a different light of that defends like, okay, I'm coming from their perspective, look at it their way. He says that he didn't have the fire in him those last few fights. He wasn't scared. He said the fear is back now, like the fear of losing to somebody to make him train harder.
Because they
And
won't let him rail coke for the fight.
And I'm going to say something controversial right here. I think that Cyril Gahn is an easier fight for John Jones than Stipe Miocic is, even at Stipe's old
I
age.
mean, I respect your opinion, but I completely disagree.
John Jones is scared of the power of Francis, but not anything else in any aspect
Well-
of the word against Francis. But that power alone is scary enough to know that he could end John Jones. But Cyril Gahn, there's a lot of question marks thrown. How is he going to beat John Jones? How is he going to beat John
Well,
Jones?
I think-
Stipe, we've seen him beat the best in the world his whole career, and he's held the belt longer than any other heavyweight champion ever. He's the most statistically successful champion of all time in heavyweight division. I see him having a better shot against John Jones than I do Cyril Gahn.
but has he fought Stipe?
I think Stipe's power is more scary compared to Cyril
Yes.
because Stipe
And
he's
his-
knocked
his
people out.
fight
I think
IQ.
Cyril, what's more scary about Cyril is his.
Technicality and the striking,
Like,
what he can throw at you.
You don't know what's.
Yeah.
I think it's the mentality.
It is.
I think the
It
mentality.
could be a mentality,
difference.
but
I
okay,
think
so-
Stipe's
Man, look at
mentality
him.
is what could beat John
Cyril's
Jones.
fucking
I
scary
know
looking,
it is
bro.
the fight
He's
game,
not-
and anybody can beat anybody at any given day.
Look at him. Of course he fucking
But
can.
the
What
thing
do you
about
mean?
Cyril, he's not like a fucking big like I'm gonna hit you with a big like he bounces around.
No, he's going to stay on the outside and he's going to pick you apart and
Yeah.
throw kicks, mix some shit up. What I was saying to
like Nick
kind of
Chubb.
attest what Seth was saying about Stipe being the harder fight, like Stipe lost to Daniel Cormier, and John dominated. He lost him once,
Beat him twice.
or he beat him twice. Beat him twice, but John
Going back
Jones
to this card,
dominated
dub.
Cormier.
Jeez,
It could
monster.
Stipe has, and I'm not
L.
dogging on Stipe, but has Stipe fought anybody
She's getting
with the
shit on
skill
those,
set that
so.
John Jones
But Stipe
has?
beat DC.
No, that's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
beat
Did you pick
DC
her?
twice, but he lost to him once.
No.
John Jones dominated
She's
DC.
hot. I mean, she's
Has
gonna fucking win.
Stipe fought anybody with the skill set of John Jones's caliber?
Well, John Jones head kicked DC in the second fight,
just-
and they
Is
went to a
Stipe
close
still
decision
active?
on the
Is he
first
still-
fight.
Is he still fighting?
Yes, he's waiting on the
he's
limbs.
active, but he hasn't fought in a long
I
time.
was
Yeah,
about
it's been
to
a long
say,
time.
how fucking
But he's not
long?
going to have he's going to have half the layoff as John Jones has had. 1,100 fucking
Yeah.
days off.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
It's all. I mean, I guess this is what makes. I mean, we did our little
Love your
rankings
tits
the other
off.
day.
Later, bub.
So yeah, we did our little rankings the other day, and I guess this is what makes heavyweight
Jones Bones.
Interesting right
Speaking
now.
of
Yeah.
AT&T.
because fucking everybody like
AT&T
Jones,
knows who's
we know
winning.
what we're getting with John Jones. Cyril Gane's a completely different matchup than John Jones ever fought. Jones never fought Stipe. Cyril hasn't fought Stipe. Nobody's fought Pavlovich.
Stipe beat Cyril Gane, I think.
I don't.
I know you don't, but
Stipe's never fought anybody like Cyril Gane. But
he's
that's
beaten
it.
champions of the world that have held their belt multiple times in the heavyweight division.
No, but it's just.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand.
Steve,
what, I
most
understand
of
what you're
Stipe's
saying, but
fights are
it's like-
5 rounds
it's
at the
like-
heavyweight
Man, look at that pulled pork sandwich.
division.
Holy shit.
I mean, Cyril's just not like a
How many?
some chump though. Like,
But he's not. Of course he's not. But he's a young, green guy, and Stipe has mostly fought 5-round fights in the heavyweight division. How many 5-round fights has Cyril done?
I mean, he was supposed to go 5 with Derek,
But he
finished it.
didn't. Right. But he hasn't gone 5 rounds. We haven't seen him in the 5th round.
we
ever.
haven't. That's the one thing
He went 5 with Francis.
he did. He didn't get finished by Francis, but he got
So once.
beat.
So one time he's went to 5 rounds and then he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
that's a big factor in my book.
Time
is
is
all I'm
just
saying.
not on Stipe's side right now.
Of course not, but you don't lose that power, and you don't lose that strength. He might not be he might be a little more chinny,
Yeah.
but he's got more fight IQ, he's got more power and more strength than
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes it.
everybody
interesting.
sleeps on Stipe.
That's-
They always
that's
have.
what's
That is
crazy.
his storyline. Everybody's sleeping on that guy. They were sleeping on him when he was defending the heavyweight championship of the world belt for the 3rd time. People were still sleeping on him.
Yeah.
For the 3rd time. And then the 4th time, people were still sleeping on him.
I think my personal opinion is that Stipe would be a step behind fighting Cyril Gane. It'd be like not quite as dominant as Amazov versus Storley, but Stipe would have a hard time knowing what the fuck's going on in there.
I just like
That's what I think personally.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying too.
I definitely understand what you're saying as well, but I'm going off of history and statistics and just what I've seen with my eyes. I am not ever going to count out Stipe as against either of these guys. Honestly, Stipe has a great chance against Jones. I still think Jones gets it because it's John Jones, but other than that, he's still the top dog in my book outside of Jones.
People are definitely.
think that's
people are
more-
definitely forgetting about Stipe.
Yeah, and that's
He-
stupid because
he's
he's a
kinda-
likable guy. He's
kinda-
funny.
He's kind of forgettable
He's
too. though.
friendly.
Like,
He's a firefighter.
Yeah.
He's an immigrant, but he bleeds Ohio blood. Like, how can you not love this fucking guy?
And I don't
doesn't
think
do
we're not.
himself any favors.
Yeah, we're not saying that we don't love Stipe, but do you think
I don't.
I love Stipe.
the love for him or the what you're wanting to do for Stipe is in root form is more nostalgic
I got a million things
I mean-
to give you, bub. What do you-
than really
let's
what
be honest.
than realistic.
Seth is he rides with the old dogs.
Yeah. Oh, and
more so than you guys, but not,
Not
like
as
Dylan.
much as Dylan.
not
I
as
like
much as Dylan. I was saying, but
You
is that a
fucking
more
do.
nostalgic feel than
Swing.
an actual realistic look?
Swing.
Swing.
Uriah Faber.
Oh, you're
I roll with the
I
fucking
fucking
old
didn't
dogs.
California
realize you were
kid up
that.
in the fucking house.
I roll with the
always.
old dogs,
I roll
bro.
with Faber always.
Moral of the story is heavyweight. To cap it off, heaviweight's fucking interesting right now. We don't know
Really?
what's going on. Fucking Pavlovich
I
fighting
love it.
Blades, which we'll get to that
I love it. I love the heavyweight division right now. Probably the best it's been
in a long time.
in a very long time. Probably the best of the decade.
On that note, let's go.
That is such bullshit
Let's-
still.
let's-
I'm mad.
We got plenty of time because one fight got canceled, which happened to be the 5-round main event. Let's go through some matchups. Pavlovich Blades. We'll start with that one.
Oh, that's tough.
Sergey Pavlovich, Curtis Blades.
That's a tough one. I don't like starting with that one.
I don't.
Because you're not going to give the
hits
Blades.
really hard, but I mean, is he going to stop the wrestling now? I don't know.
Blades.
I think Pavlovich beats Blades.
Think so?
I'll bet. I would bet you on that.
You know, and it might be.
I'll bet you on that.
My not hatred, but dislike of Blades.
I don't like Blades.
I'm not a fan of Blades, but I think he could beat Blades.
I'll bet you $5 on it.
Oh, you want to bet? I'll bet it.
If that happens. If that fight happens.
It's happening. It got announced.
Yeah, it's announced.
Oh, it's announced. Okay, I got Blades.
Okay,
$5.
Pavlovich. Oh, you want to bet too?
Yeah.
I'm just doing chat.
Okay. Wait, is it 5?
Yeah.
50. Okay.
I mean, Pavlovich can.
5-0.
Blades he's a little chinny too. He can be knocked out.
Hey,
but
Oh, yeah,
I
by
get
Derek
it.
Lewis.
He got knocked out by Derek Lewis, and Derek Lewis gets fucked on
knocked
by
out Pavlovich.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. That almost makes me feel a little bit better about things because that's how weird this sport is. Weird
it's
shit
the
happens
fight
like
game,
that
dude.
constantly.
Okay, so I have our bets here just to go over.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do
I
want
wanna
to
hear
know.
this.
I want to hear this
Okay,
shit.
so
Dylan,
we
listen
still
up.
have.
Dylan. Dylan.
Okay, so I have obviously you and I have. We have the Izzy Pereira fight.
Who's
again.
you and I?
You and me.
Okay.
Or it's
Seth and-
technically
Seth and Chad.
me and Dylan versus you and Seth.
Right.
And
And
each-
$20 is on the line towards each person.
Dylan has Izzy.
Or no. That was
was
No,
Jones.
no, it's Jones.
the
and,
Jones. Sorry,
and
I'm
Gone.
thinking me and Seth I have Izzy over Pereira, and I bet Seth $5.
Yeah, and I have
And
Pereira.
we're not in on that at all.
You guys are not on
Okay.
that.
No, Pereira. I have
I think
Pereira.
wins.
So obviously Jalen Turner and Hangman are done.
Yeah.
So that's not happening.
Bummer.
Then we have the Gone and Jones. We each have $10 on it.
Yeah.
So would you have to pay $20 to the winners? Is that
Dylan has a bet with John and Seth picking Leon over Usman.
He's picking Leon.
Yeah.
Idiot! What a fucking idiot!
And then he has a bet with you for $30.
Oh my god! No way!
Aljo over Max, if it ever happens.
Oh, I still feel good about that.
John and Dylan and me.
Well, I mean, a $30
This already
bet with
happened,
him?
which I never got paid for.
What?
What?
Dylan never paid me for it. I don't know if he paid you for it. The Yair Emmett fight.
Ooh, I wasn't here.
No.
I wasn't here. Dylan,
Yeah,
you Welsh.
You paid him. You
Dylan
bet him
Welsh,
$7.
Welsh boy. I'm
You bet him
kidding, bro.
$7, and I bet him 10.
Yeah.
So he still owes me 10.
That one was not
Who the
close.
fuck bet $7?
Hey, dude, I'm fucking bored. We're not mowing yards.
And
right
then
Yeah,
Dylan and
dude,
Falk.
same. I bet
Dylan and
$2
Falk
up in
had
this
their
bitch.
bet with
yeah.
Madalena and Randy Johnson or whatever fucking.
Randy
his-
Brown.
Yeah,
Randy Johnson.
yeah. And then
He's
Dylan and
gonna
Falk had the
Throw fastballs at pigeons.
Was it
I like
Malarkey
her,
and
too.
Prado?
Same.
That was the
Big
one.
fan of
Yeah. And then you and Dylan had. Yeah, apparently I had it backwards.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for that.
So those happened. So I got to add Seth and I.
Yeah, $5.
$5.
got Blades.
I got Blades too.
What'd you just do?
So you want in on this?
Camera stops recording everything.
How's that gonna work? Are you betting him too? $5?
Oh yeah, sorry. I had John too.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put Pav.
So just put Chad versus Seth and John $5.
Jalisco.
Give me that.
It's like the new generation
Yeah, just give
Jalisco
me it.
cartel.
Down in Guadalajara.
There's a Jalisco cartel.
Yeah, there is.
You want it or something?
I want that
Your
cap.
quality fell off.
I know.
Okay, so
That
I
was
added
whack.
that.
Cerveza Dorada Estrella Jalisco.
It's a lot better than
Senor?
Falk's
Senor?
translation. He was
El
the
Gato?
whitest version ever.
You know, I appreciate that.
It was a lot better. I'm not saying it was good. It was just better.
Shout out to Narcos on Netflix.
I only watched the first season of that.
I watched it all.
The first season was
Worth it?
It
fantastic.
was all good.
I haven't
You
seen
watch
the others.
Mexico?
No, I haven't.
It's good.
But I just know that first season was chef's kiss.
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah, dude. Yep.
The guy who played Pablo was.
Slayed it.
Oh yeah, he was fucking killer.
Yeah. Shout out Pablo Escobar.
Shout out alcohol because I'm drunk.
Kutalaba,
Kutalaba.
your boy, Moldova,
Yeah.
and Tanner Bozer, my boy.
Well,
Canadian.
Tanner Bozer's going to win because Kudalaba's donezo.
Yeah, his
and he
beard's
has
sick.
been taking all the L's and making us all look bad.
Tanner Bozer, I love this guy, dude. He's a fucking Canadian dude. They call him the
No,
bulldozer.
Bozer's-
He bounces
Bozer's-
around all karate fucking sidekicks. and
He's
shit.
going to slay this guy,
Yeah.
which is a real bummer because I used to like him.
Holy
I saw Rosenstrike.
fucking
Yeah,
Rosenstrike.
Rosen. I hate this guy.
He's
I
the
don't know.
worst.
I don't
He's
like him
my least
either.
Hey,
favorite
Rosenstrike, he's going to win.
I
though.
was so happy when he got knocked out by Francis
Same.
with his windmill.
Jairzinho, I
It was like Rock'em Sock'em.
hate them both, but Jairzinho,
but-
Rosenstruck, and Gelton Almeida, who the UFC they love this Almeida guy.
Yeah.
They want him to be something special.
Almeida's going to lose. He's going to get
But
clipped.
that Rosenstrike guy can crack.
He can.
We got
Listen,
made in a fucking
Rosenstrike's
lab.
going to crack him.
Yeah, Almeida's a fucking.
Devon Edwards, why in the fuck did Krylov and Spann cancel?
Tell him to listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Cooked his innards.
Listen to Hungoverhand right, Dylan.
Is it live?
This?
Are we live?
Always.
No, the podcast's not live.
We're
Oh,
recording,
okay.
but
So-
not live.
I'm joking.
Yeah, by the time listeners you hear this, it'll be.
John, you passed Dylan on DraftKings.
Yeah, makes sense. Checks out.
Ooh,
Yeah, we
Tatiana.
got
You're
Tatiana
in
Suarez
deep
versus
third.
Montana in the cage right now.
I picked Tatiana.
We're gonna pause on this and we're gonna come back
Me
to this
too.
fight here.
Tatiana, what, 1,300 days? You know what's cool
Rancho
about Rancho
Cucamonga.
You know what's cool about that Rancho Cucamonga is they have one of the coolest fucking studios, music recording studios over there in the country, and it's legendary.
looks like-
Dodgers
She is
Double
about
A
to
affiliate is
shit
out
on
of
someone.
Rancho Cucamonga.
What is?
Dodgers. The Los Angeles Dodgers Double A affiliate. It's out of Rancho Cucamonga.
You know what else is? Workaholics.
I love workaholics.
Wowie.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Tatiana Suarez is minus 750.
Wow.
Really?
Biggins.
Biggest favorite on the card.
Wow.
I love Montana.
Well, then she
though.
better get in the
no.
first fucking round then if she's
Montana's
going to be that
so-
big of a favorite.
She's so cute and just
so
shouldn't
cute.
be fighting.
They're both cute for fighters.
I mean, yeah, no, I like Tatiana's cute too, but
She's got a fucking Jay Lynn on chin, though.
I do
Yeah.
like her thigh tats.
She's got pretty big shoulders, too. Like,
broad.
no
broad woman.
shot, no
broad
shot
woman.
that Montana
Oh, she's
takes
trying
her
to.
down.
Oh, she's trying to.
No chance.
Come on.
I would love it, but no way.
Knee.
that, dude.
Knees.
Oh, is your titty pop out? Almost thought, I thought I saw titty.
No
oh,
way.
speaking of titty, Andrade
Yeah,
said
I saw that.
she came out and said
She
that
lost
the
because
reason
her
why
whole
she
tit
lost
popped
because
out.
her tits popped out.
And then they had a still picture of it, and you could see that there was full tit out, but you couldn't see no nipple, but you could tell that the fucking
Would
thing
she
was
like
up.
reach down?
But you know how they preface the headline? They're like, OnlyFans fighter Andrade, who is clearly like stating she's been naked. Oh, see, titties about
oh,
to pop out.
it's a tit about to pop out.
Tatiana.
That's Montana. Montana.
Montana doesn't
Montana.
round with tits.
Oh,
Sit her down.
Oh, dude, Montana's kind of slick on the ground though.
Oh, okay.
No.
But yeah, she blamed it on her tit popping out. That's why
Yeah.
she lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
wardrobe malfunction.
I guess I'd have to go back and watch it, but I did not know.
No,
Is
yeah,
that a
no,
thing?
yeah, no,
What?
no, it's real. You couldn't
disqualify her?
tell.
I don't know if
No,
it
they didn't-
disqualifies
no, they
her,
didn't
but
do
they
shit.
could stop.
No.
I don't know if they
They can't
stopped
go
the fight
back.
for
No,
a
no,
tit.
no.
No, not
The news was that's why she
the fight for
lost,
a
just because
tit.
she was worried about her
You're
tits being
saying
out.
could they have? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, could they overturn like to no contest?
No.
I don't think so.
No fucking
But I
way.
think during the fight they would be like, "Hey, stop
She has
your
nudes
tits out."
there.
Yeah, they're not good.
That's why they headlined it with OnlyFans. Not only nudes, but straight pussy pics, dude. Completely naked.
Ooh.
So don't use that as your fucking excuse for losing the fight when you are on OnlyFans showing.
Well, yeah,
your
but people got to
clitoris.
pay for that.
I mean, that's true, and I'm sure there's a lot of.
Oh, she didn't get
Brazilian
paid
bucks
to
out
fight
there.
on TV on the UFC and the biggest platform in the world.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah,
Yeah, shit.
No, she took that on short notice though, so she probably got a little. They said, "Hey,
she took a
come on,
risk. I respect that,
here,"
but
like,
I respect that too.
The UFC loves Aaron Blanchfield. They were probably like, "I know you're ranked way higher than her, but here's like
yeah,
$50,000 extra. Like,
Yeah.
jump in here."
Also pull a boob out.
God, it's about to come out
they're,
again.
not good though.
Nah.
They're not
seen
good.
them?
Yeah,
She's got news everywhere.
they're not
You know what we're
good.
talking about?
They're spread open.
OnlyFans. is
Short-haired
just runs.
Brazilian chick.
It just runs females.
that she don't have any hooks in.
Gross female.
She's just hanging on for dear life.
I understand.
Certain ones.
Shake her off.
This
She had
dude-
no
this
hooks
dude we're
in.
talking about, Devin.
It just deletes.
Oh,
the
she got a
prize.
thumb in her ass.
Fucking hard pass.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's got nudes
Get that
out.
the
They're
fuck out of
fucking
my
gross. She's a pretty good fighter,
Good
but still,
God, I
fuck.
don't give a fuck.
It's not good.
I got cake on my face. Is that the term? That's the term, right? Where like you say something and it doesn't happen. Cake on your face.
They're just like trying to get him out of there. I think.
Either way, I was super confident in Andrade.
Oh yeah, we
the day
talked about
before
it.
that.
Yeah, we thought it was gonna. She's gonna starch her ass.
God damn, that didn't work.
Fuck off, man. Come on.
You
But
losing.
dude, still, what's her name? Blanchfield, man. She's 23 years old. Like, you think she's gonna go fucking beat Valentina? No way.
No way and fuck. You know what she said is
Like the worst thing that probably happened to her is her winning that fight because now she has to fight Valentina.
she Blanchfield said that she has been studying specifically Valentina since she was early in high school. Her like because she's so young,
Yeah.
and then she's been like mentally preparing fighting that girl in her head this whole time.
I mean, I respect the fuck out of her. She's 23 years old and she's like
Killing
beat the
it.
real deal chicks, but like,
Well,
I just don't-
yeah, but
it's-
you hate Molly, and you didn't think she was real deal at all.
well,
You
she's
thought she
real
was a
deal
can.
in one aspect of fighting.
Molly McCann.
She's real deal on the feet. She's real shitty everywhere else.
Yeah, she got.
She's real
curved.
good at getting crucifixed.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Get the fuck out of there.
Oh shit.
They're talking about
now.
to have back-to-back
I
wardrobe
mean, that does have to
malfunctions.
be like a real pain in the ass.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
why
Wrestle's fucked.
do girls get fake titties when they're
Are they
at the
fake?
height of
I
the No,
don't-
not her. I'm saying people like Misha Tate and people like
This is
Joanna
fucking boring.
Jacek.
Sorry,
Why do they
goddamn.
get fake titties in the height of their UFC career?
That was fucking boring.
Why do they do it?
That's a sport.
I'm drooling.
That's a sport, Devin. I'd break to you.
Go make me some taquitos.
I love UFC, but fuck, that was boring.
I'm actually surprised at how unsuccessful Tatiana's wrestling was right there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
She controlled, but
cage,
she wasn't
could get
doing
out-
much. She couldn't really take her down.
no.
Just pressing her up against the fence, trying to pull her tits out.
I'm not mad at that though.
She about did.
I'm mad at it at all.
But yeah, you're talking about fake tits. I don't know.
I just don't
I
understand.
feel like Joanna getting the fake tits was like her swan song. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm done being a Paige Van Zandt. Like, I'm done being a contender, which
but
she never was.
But the thing is, not even just the girls with the tits, but the guys with the teeth. It's like all these people do this shit as soon as they get the money to be like, oh, I can afford to do this now, but I'm still fighting. It's like, man, why don't you wait till next year when you're not fighting anymore and then get your fucking shit done then?
Wow.
The only person who gets an exception to that is Conor McGregor because he's in Hollywood and he's in fucking movies and he got his teeth done, and that makes sense. But everybody else, I never understood that.
I mean, I think there's probably a direct correlation between finally making some real money.
No, that's
and
exactly
spending
what-
it
yeah.
and not fucking training as hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really wants to clinch with her.
I'll tell you right now, if I wouldn't spend 20 grand on a new set of veneers and I got brand new teeth, or however much it costs, whatever the fuck it is, if I'm in the gym, I'm gonna be taking it easier so I don't get my brand new teeth fucked up in a fight that I'm not getting paid for that nobody's gonna see. You know?
Got her in like a bulldog coat.
The old
choke.
Stone Age women's head and arm throw.
Wrap that head and arm right there, though. What are you? What the
goodness.
fuck?
I don't even know what I'm looking at right now.
Two women fighting.
A free arm and a head. Look at her left arm.
Crucifix.
She's asking for
I like
it.
that elbow.
Asking for it.
Like what, Kimura?
No, a head and arm on her left shoulder. Look at her.
Well, she's got to push
She's
that
gotta
arm
get
up
it.
She had to
and,
get her right arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
she
then
could do it.
scoot over to the other side.
She could do it.
She have to pass twice and then get it underhook.
She could
This is
staple the
not-
arm.
Montana's not getting up.
No,
That's just the bottom line here.
no. They already, that tweet said 10-9 Tatiana.
Oh,
More.
Americana.
No, Americana.
Americana.
One of my faves. One of my faves.
She rolled out of it.
Yeah, she didn't like it.
Oh.
Okay, that's actually
Oh,
that's a better spot.
Yeah.
Actually,
He's a titty.
I think it was out.
they
Solid
need, to,
titty.
they need to get Montana a better fucking shirt, apparently.
Yeah, it's
no,
like a
no,
little
they don't.
too.
No, they don't. Shut up,
It's
John.
a little
It's
too
like
big.
a fucking 3X hoodie on her.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on here?
John, it's
I mean,
fine.
I'm not mad about it.
John,
but
it's fine.
If I was her, I'd be mad about it.
Oh, she got up.
Oh,
Oh, she got
Wizard,
got her back.
Hard wizard. Didn't work. Come on, Montana, take her down. Let's go. Take down the old wrestler chick.
Oh, got pulling guard with the guillotine, and it's deep.
Yeah, that's it.
That's deep.
That's it.
Finish it.
She's gonna tap. She's gonna tap. She's not
Give me
even
the
fighting
points.
hands right now.
Give me the points.
She's trying to alleviate the pressure by standing
trying
up,
to.
but
It's not working.
she's gonna tap. Oh, she almost won a tap right there.
No,
She's feeling. She feels like she's getting out.
Yeah.
Dude, it's in there,
She's red
man.
as fuck.
Guillotine's the easiest
She's
one
gonna
to
go
get
to
out
sleep.
of.
She's just her. She's asleep.
Oh, she got it.
She's
Wow.
Fuck yeah,
Wait,
It was
points.
more of the pressure.
I don't know if she tapped or she was almost asleep. Yeah.
They fucked the camera angle up there.
Give me the points.
Yep. Tatiana.
I think you were the only fucking person. No.
I
That was
picked
so
her.
fucking
Me too.
boring,
Yeah.
though.
Me too,
Holy
Victor.
fuck, man.
Welcome back, Tatiana.
I just did it because it seemed like a smart DK play, honestly. I was fuck chick
Yeah,
fights.
but
Sorry.
it's $9,600 on DK.
Yeah,
she's
but-
Most
expensive.
one.
Nah,
Here's the thing. When,
bit the bullet on it, it
when
paid off.
when you're in a contest.
Yeah, it doesn't
with-
matter for me because I fucking stacked 2 canceled fights, so that was fucking rad.
When you're in. You change it, though. Well, except for that one. I stacked that one, too. But there's no way we could have changed it because it happened after. But when you're in a fucking DraftKings contest with 6 people like we are, even if you pick 5 winners that don't get finishes, you're probably going to win. You know what I mean? So, like, even though she was $9,600 and she probably didn't get 100 points, as long as you're picking winners, like, you're probably good.
Yeah.
But if you're in like a fucking huge 120,000 people contest, you pick her, you're not gonna win.
Well, she's back. She controlled the fight. She wasn't like she did a bunch of damage, but Montana couldn't really do shit. She scrambled a couple times pretty well, but
Dylan said Tatiana is fucking lame.
I mean that Montana's not like an easy matchup for her because Montana's a grappler too. Like if she was fighting just some Molly McCann, like she just takes her down and subs her in a half second. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Montana's actually like solid grappler. All right, let's get back to it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Look
fuck.
at DK, bitch.
No, you were texting.
Look at my screen.
I saw your screen.
I know we talked about this last podcast. If you haven't listened to the last podcast, pause this, go back over to episode 15.
Man, Yohan, fucking
But-
Dylan's pissed. Yohan got him 0.4 points.
Who did?
0.4?
Yohan, 0.4.
How? He didn't land like
Because he got fucking
3
shit
strikes
on.
or anything? Like, fuck.
he didn't do much.
0.4.
Anyway, this is Benil and Charles.
Charles
right?
Oliveira, Benil Dariush.
I'm so fucking
I
excited
didn't
about
pick either
this
one, I don't
shit.
think.
No, this is
This is
Yeah,
a
it's
fight,
future.
upcoming fight.
shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited about that fight.
I mean,
Dude, listen.
I'm picking
Benil-
Oliveira.
Okay,
I'm picking Oliveira.
I'll do $5 on Benil. Chad?
Okay, I'll put it on. I honestly, I love Charles. You know, I love his story and
He just
what
lost.
he did.
He's emotional.
He is emotional, but I mean, he might come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
He
That's a
But I
wrong
do
guy
like-
to do it against.
I do like Benil.
This guy's
as
been waiting
like
for his
a
shot
dark
his
horse
whole
type.
life. He's been waiting for a shot way longer than any of these boys.
my thing here is that they both are good grapplers. So I don't see anybody subbing anybody.
Same. And
But
that's
You know
Oliver's
who hits way
shit.
harder and has a lot more sting in their punches? Charles Oliveira.
Eat shit, boy.
He's probably the more crisp striker.
Fuck my ass. First place.
For now.
Boys.
What, DK?
Yeah.
I got a stacked
What?
I got a
John?
stacked canceled fight coming up.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
fucked.
same.
Ciao.
I still
Was
got-
this $5?
Careful.
I still got 2 left.
Man, hey, remember that one time I won DK and I had 2 fights that were canceled and somehow I still won?
No,
No, come on. You remember that?
I actually don't, but I believe you.
Because everybody's pissed. And I couldn't believe it.
I got Mays and Brendan Allen left.
Brendan Allen's a fucking main event technically now. I'm gonna have to literally title this UFC Muniz versus Allen.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. Or, you can't really do Krylov and Spann now.
No. Or you could even title it like UFC Krylov Spann canceled, replaced.
Title it,
Or
Get
something.
the UFC out of the fucking Apex. Good name with that.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Our
crazy
girl.
eyes.
She scares me. She's
Good old
fucking-
Lorna.
Nightmares are made of that woman.
Verna.
Verna.
Lorna. Lorna.
Yeah.
Verna
Looks
Lorna
like
with
a
crazy
horror.
eyes.
This is the scariest movie I've ever
Marina
seen.
Rodriguez and Verna Janjarova. Marina's she lost her last one to Lainesse, but she's nasty.
Yeah, well, Marina's going to get her ass whooped by the boogeyman.
I don't know.
Crazy
Quite
eyes.
literally man part in all caps.
And boogies.
Fucking throwback.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy said, "What the hell?"
Don't care.
what other ones we got on?
Angela Hill, Mackenzie Dern.
Kinsey Dern all day long.
Kinsey Dern, yes.
Because I hate Angela Hill.
Seth really does hate Angela.
I can't stand her.
Kinsey
She
Dern,
sucks.
she's so fine.
She's got a salty ass record.
Looks like she should be.
She's
in the
so fine.
WNBA.
Hell of an Instagram follow.
Looks like she should be in the WNBA.
She's got a cute kid.
She's from Arizona.
I don't give a shit if she was from Spain. I don't give a shit.
One on the left scary.
No.
You should look at her Instagram though.
Yeah, get on Instagram. She's
But that's not a great picture of her, but
How many fights we got left? 3?
fucking 2.
That's
2.
Did we just started this motherfucker?
Fuck a
we got
shitter.
plenty of shit to talk
is
about.
7
so,
o'clock.
You know, let's stay on topic. We got plenty of stories to get to here. I think Angela Hill wins.
No.
If Mackenzie can't take her down, she loses.
Mackenzie
$5
beats her. I think
on
Mackenzie.
I don't want to do that. No.
I think I got Mackenzie.
No.
No.
Chick fight. Don't care.
Edmund Shabazian
Hey, but
and Fluffy Rodriguez. Or Fluffy Hernandez, not Rodriguez.
Fluffy.
His tats are
Shabazian.
dog shit.
Huh?
His tats are bad.
Yeah.
it's the yellow.
I mean,
Don't
the
do yellow.
chest, I don't mind.
Don't do yellow though. The
Got
owl is
another
cool. The owl.
0% color on Madden over there too.
Shabazian
Because he's redheaded, Devin. Is that what you're
was
saying?
supposed to be something good.
He's pasty, my dog.
Yeah, he is.
Jake Matthews. and Gabe
Aljamain
Green.
Sterling.
The worst of all time.
I like his chains.
Seth
No, you don't.
hates Aljo.
He's the fucking worst.
What's wrong with him?
Can't stand him.
He
Sucks
has
ass.
champion behind his name.
Yeah, he's
so-
really bad though.
Well,
Talk about
I don't
boring.
know, Seth.
Fucking Aljo.
I love Peter Yan. Jan.
Aljo's trash.
You like
Piotr.
Jan, but you like
Yeah, I see.
Aljo?
Piotr's like his arch
They would-
nemesis.
yeah.
Piotr's my boy.
That's a crazy fight.
Aljo's. It's not that
I
he's a
think
bad
Who
fighter.
wrestles
It's
better?
that his personality is whack.
Jan and Marab, like,
Abus or Abus or Abus?
Oh yeah, come
The
on,
guy's name,
Sakai.
did you see it?
Yeah. When's Ben Henderson? Is he fighting soon, right?
Yeah, he's fighting
the Grand Prix.
Is that next week?
He's fighting
He's
Nurmagomedov.
fighting
Nurmagomedov.
Usman.
Is that next week?
Nurmagomedov.
next weekend or the weekend after.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
He's
Kinda
40
wanna
years
watch
old.
that one.
Bellator. I
There's
want to
my
watch
boy.
it too.
Look
On
at him.
tail.
Where's he from?
I picked Sakai.
Sakai has lost form.
He's got a Route
It's all right.
65
He's-
fucking.
He's due for one.
Dontel
good.
Mays out of Louisville.
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 Carolina
Let's go, my girlfriend.
Vanessa
Louisville.
Demopoulos.
Demopolis.
I got Carolina. Let's go, baby.
Demopoulos is the chick that jumps in Joe Rogan's arms.
Yeah, she's
Wins.
yeah,
Like,
she was a
multiple
stripper.
times.
She was a
Okay,
stripper.
he's married.
Curtis
Pavlovich.
Blades and Sergey
Look at Sergey's arm.
Pavlovich. I can't fucking-
I got
Sergey.
blades.
I
Is it
got
not
Sergey.
Sergi?
I got blades.
Sergey.
Really?
Yeah, it's Sergey.
Was it Blade's last fight? He
You're
beat
gay.
the shit
I-
out of
Yes, sir.
Chris Dawkins. Did he knock out Dawkins? Was that his
Yeah,
last fight?
he killed. He murdered him to
Did he?
death.
I know. I don't know if that's. I know he beat him, but was that his last?
I don't know if it was last
I-
fight. He knocked the shit
Was
out
that
of him.
after
I think
Derek
it was.
It might have been his
Yeah.
first fight after Derek
Dock
Lewis.
each other?
Yeah,
He knocked out
You
Chris
ever
Dawkins.
docked before?
No.
probably was.
Hey, John, have you ever docked somebody?
Gunnar Nelson, Brian Barberena.
Barberena. Man, fuck. He's a tough bastard.
How
But
does he
fucking Matt Brown beat you, man.
Yeah, but how long has Gunnar Nelson been out? How many days has that motherfucker been out? At least 900.
Probably Tatiana Suarez level.
At least 900 days, that motherfucker. And he's one of my faves. I've been talking about Gunnar for years, but I'm scared. He's been out for so long.
Barberena's not going to make it easy on him either. Like, just kind of
Good luck,
back in.
Good luck knocking me out.
Barberena's just going to push forward.
But he had that really weird knockout. And it might have fucked him up. Might have changed him.
What, Matt Brown or something?
Yeah.
I mean, Barberena's like,
he had like a
Gunnar
stroke.
Nelson's way better.
He had like a stroke and then an aneurysm while he was knocked out. It was weird. Barberena, right?
Not against
You're talking
Matt
about
Brown. He
Shane
lost.
Burgos.
Oh, Burgos.
Yeah, Burgos
Never
had that.
mind. God damn it.
Barberena arguably lost to Matt Brown, and then he
Matt Brown did win
after
that
that fight. He beat Robbie Lawler.
I mean, Gunnar should have like
A 50-year-old
the much
Robbie
better
Lawler.
skill set than I mean, he does have the much better skill set, but Barberena's not the type of guy that's just going to make it easy on you. Like,
No, he's a tough bastard.
Here's
He
the
can
thing.
take hits.
Here's the thing. That fight is not going to be one standing up by Gunnar. If Gunnar wins, it's going to be by sub.
I miss these times.
They could. Jones and who the fuck is that guy?
That was back when Jones was 24,
Shit
That was
face.
2008.
24, 25.
Vader, Bonner.
Bonner, R.I.P. R.I.P. to Bonner.
Just fucking people up. That's what he does.
See, it's just like, why does he not like try this hard anymore? I just don't understand it.
He's older now.
I know, but
No, in his prime, he
Yeah, I
was
was
just
gonna say, like, in
because he
his
was
prime,
coked up. He's partying. He
he
was
was just
get
fucking-
sponsored by Nike and shit.
super like lollygaggy in like his last.
Nothing
fights.
excited him.
He's not flying knee, back elbow in anybody. I think Cyril Gahn touches him up. pretty
Just
good.
retired. Just retired. Amazing.
I don't see a world where John Jones becomes a wrestler all of a sudden. Just don't see it.
He's never been forced into having to wrestle except for DC and Gustafson. So he's never like really shows the world what he can do on the wrestling thing.
Well, like, you think he's gonna try to do that now? Think it's gone?
Black belts versus blue belt. Size should not matter, and they're the same size.
Yeah. No, I'm not dogging Johns for that at all. I'm just saying. I just thought
That's unheard of.
It had
Nobody's
to
ever
do
done
with
that.
karate.
Nobody's
No.
ever
I mean,
done
it's
that.
crazy, but like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but like, it's fucking past. Like, he hasn't been doing that shit in a long time.
Yeah, but
No.
he's also not a blue belt anymore either.
he may come out
He's-
stagnant
Brown
like
or
his
black
last
belt
fights.
now.
My thing is like, when has he grappled? Like,
Dude,
since then.
he's got some of the nastiest submissions that show up in every highlight of every submission video
And
of all
they're-
time.
And they're all when he was like 24 years old.
Yeah, as a blue belt.
But
But I'm
okay.
saying that doesn't go away. He didn't lost those tools and those weapons. He just hasn't had to use them because he's been fighting fucking Dominic Reyes
Okay, I mean, when you say he hasn't had to use
in
them,
OSP.
but you say he hasn't had to use them. Most people thought he should have lost to Dominic Reyes. Is that not a time to use them when it's a close fucking fight?
100%. And I wish Dominic Reyes would have dethroned him
I know.
and then got knocked out 10 times like he has.
I feel like Cyril Gahn being
That's
a
the
striker.
loudest piss I've ever heard in my life.
That's quite the
That's going
stream.
straight into these
That's a good
microphones.
one.
Cyril Gahn being a striker, I feel like John Jones is going to be like, okay, I'm going to strike this guy. And he's just going to fucking get hung up on that like he does with he doesn't.
Hasn't he lost 3 in a row?
4.
4.
Sakai, yeah.
So
Lord Khan.
Dontel's going to shit on him. He's done.
Yeah,
You can't
he
lose
will get
5.
cut after this.
You can't lose 5, dude.
I don't know.
I heard that. I heard he lost 4. I was like, there's no way this dude is still.
To cap
given
it off,
opportunities.
I just don't picture a world where Jones just wants to be a wrestler again.
No, but I'm saying if
You
he
saying
has,
he has to?
hey, he will.
No,
He will if he has to.
He just.
Why does
John
he have to?
Jones, the dude. When it comes down
I
to
don't
it,
think he does.
here's
I don't think he tries.
here's what I think. I think
what
the
the fuck? Why do you need to?
Because Cyril Gahn will fucking beat you if you don't.
I mean, this is me being like the defender of the guy
You bet against.
that I bet against. No,
Are you gonna defend Jones?
I'm defending Jones.
No,
I
no,
bet on
just
Jones.
Stop.
I'm defending Jones in the fact
He
that
wants
you
the
think
fights to be close. He wants them to be close.
no,
'Cause
no,
he's a
no, no,
winner.
no. What I'm saying is, Gahn fought like his most recent fight, Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah.
Got hit in that fight. He finished Tai and all that stuff. John's a more technical striker and more, unique striker than Tai Tuivasa. Tai Tuivasa is a Polynesian bomb thrower.
Yeah.
John Jones is more technical, throw elbows. You know, he's more of towards Cyril Gane's like esque striker. So when you say that John's gonna get pieced up by Gane, is he really though? Because he's going to be better at it. Now we obviously the layoff. He's going up to heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know, he's already a big dude, and he had to put on some weight. You know, he's definitely not as big as like his brothers or anything like that.
Yeah, but he's been getting his ass beat by his brothers his whole life. That's why he's so good.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that helps out too. You know, you get your little chip on your shoulder and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like just him being a trained, like legit fighter, and he's a better technical striker than Gane's faced probably his entire career.
Yeah. I mean,
I honestly
you think
don't.
Gane's the most technical striker that he's faced in his
No,
career?
I think Gane or Jones is the most technical striker Gane has ever faced.
The beauty of this is nobody's ever going to know.
Yeah.
But, and there's just layers upon layers because it's like, okay, Jones, yeah, he's the most technical striker, but then like he's had this layoff. He's never fought a heavyweight. Like, how hard is he working? Like, there's just you won't know.
Oh yeah, it's the beauty of the fight game. Nobody fucking knows what happened.
But
Cyril Gane might come out
Brendan
with a
Schaub-
spinning back kick and knock out
There's more
fucking
unknowns
Jones.
in this than pretty much any other fight, probably. Like, this is probably the most like we don't know because Jones has been in all these fucking close bullshit fights that he probably should have lost. But he's still like the most talented ever. But he like wasn't working hard. He's working hard now. Heavyweight, like all of it.
This should hold some weight in this argument because you know who my favorite fighter is. Brendan Schaub said the hardest guy that he's ever had to train with, the guy he said worked the hardest in the gym and destroyed everyone in his career was Alexander Gustafsson. Gustafsson lost twice against John Jones. And the first time, close fight, John Jones claims didn't fight. He's getting all this cocaine, partying, all this shit, getting in trouble with the law, all this shit. Still somehow squeaked a win in the hardest fight of his career. And he scarred John Jones' head. John Jones' scar on his forehead is from Alexander Gustafsson, and he said that was the hardest fight of his career.
Wasn't it a kick?
No.
I thought he kicked his head.
Well, he did a lot of things, but I don't think the scar was from the kick.
Oh, okay.
Back elbow or something?
Yeah, I think it was something nasty. Well, the elbow is what changed the fight. John Jones' spinning elbow is what changed the trajectory of the fight.
Gustafsson's
in round 4, by the way. But anyways, my point is like that shit right now. John Jones has been doing nothing but training and preparing for a fight at heavyweight for the past 2.5 years at least. He's been doing everything and is preparing for one specific fight, whoever it may be, but at a weight class. So if he can go and he can beat the two greatest light heavyweights of all time under him, being DC and Gus, then he's going to murk Cyril Gane at heavyweight, who was just now made a name for himself in the division.
Nah, I don't think he comes out and just absolutely finesses on Gane. But
you're forgetting, or you're either forgetting or you don't know that Cyril Gane has fought a bunch of times in Muay Thai. He didn't just start MMA. And all of a sudden
I'm not forgetting, and I did know that. But Muay Thai is not UFC. You can ask a lot of Muay Thai fighters who did not do that well in UFC, and they were champions.
You know who hasn't fought UFC in fucking 2.5 years? Who's fought probably 6 times in the time span that Jones has?
Gane has fought 6 times.
In the time frame that Jones has not fought, Gane's fought at least 6 times.
It's close, yeah.
And I would put a lot more weight on that ring rust and time off with any other fighter, but not John Jones. He's something else. He's just something different.
Oh, he didn't like those leg kicks.
So good, he's fucking barely beat Dominic Reyes.
And I can't stand him, and I hope he loses, and I want Cyril Gane to knock his head off.
I just don't.
But I put money on it, and I'm backing my argument on it, and why I put money on it.
I know John Jones. Everyone thinks he's the best ever. Blah blah blah. But
his credentials say he is.
Barely beating shitty guys who lose now. Like Thiago Santos in PFL. Fucking.
Yeah, but
Khabib
got like a bunch of easy ass fights too, man. Like everybody gets a bunch of easy fights.
That was
Connor.
dumb. That was dumb.
Ally Quinta, yeah, easy fight. Like, come on,
Well, technically, Ally
yeah,
Quinta
it took
was
him
a
to the
tough fight,
distance.
but-
I get it, and it seemed tough, but Khabib was being nice to him, dude, because Ally Quinta took that on a week's notice. And Khabib was very grateful that he was able to fight and not go through a huge training camp to not
I guess
fight.
I just put more weight in the fact that Sirigon's been actively beating guys, and John Jones has been not in a fight.
And I don't think that's like a unfair argument to have.
No,
Like,
and it's not. Of course it is. Yeah, Cyril Gahn's got the experience. The you know
The most recent
the most
experience.
recent
Yeah.
experience
You gotta get
advantage
out of
over
that.
him.
You got to get
Sakai
out
is
of
named the
that.
shit out of Dontel Mays.
Take a
Dude,
knee.
what
Take
are
a
you
knee.
doing?
Take a knee so you can't do that to
yeah,
you.
put your hand on the ground, something.
Anything. Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
He's hitting his arm now, but his hand. But yeah, it's not fun.
This is a step up for Mays. He hasn't fought
Ow.
like anywhere close to the top guys.
My last two are both underdogs.
I mean, the underdogs are what wins DraftKings. So you have to get one or two of the underdogs, right?
Yeah, you have to get the people that
I
aren't.
literally went to the odds screen and just winged it.
You what?
I went to the odds list on Sportsbook, DK Sportsbook. Shout out DraftKings Sportsbook.
Sakai's a
Except for we
little.
can't use it.
I don't remember Sakai being this
Missouri?
pudgy.
Shout out to
Isn't it sad that
Legislature.
I just go to look at it to like wish I could do it, and I have it downloaded just like to the fact that I wish I could do it.
I'm pretty sure we can like literally just drive across the Arkansas border and do it, right?
Yeah.
Chips lives in Kansas City too. He said he'd go put in bets for me.
I lose too many bets to do that. Like I can just lose in my offshore book and lose my money there instead of going to do it DraftKings. If I win, they'll pay me in Bitcoin too.
This isn't looking good.
Oh, what was Sakai's last fight to get knocked out? Oh, it was a trip. It was a trip.
Yeah, I know.
Sakai on his got his back, got him on the ground.
Sakai, like his last few, he's been just a fucking punching bag, just stationary target.
Yeah.
He's not really looking like that right now.
No, he's manhandling this Maze guy right now.
He's lost to some good motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Overeem, Rosenstruck, Tai Tuivasa, Sergey Spivak.
Yeah. You got TKO'd, knocked out, TKO'd, TKO'd.
That, and he beat Ivanov, Tybura, Arlovsky, Chase Sherman. I mean, that's
Yeah. I mean,
those aren't pussies.
No.
By any means.
I just don't remember him looking like his belly is.
Yeah,
flappy.
He's a soft son of a bitch.
I don't remember him being that soft. Or looking that soft, I guess I should say.
Yeah, this is not good for Mays because he's not gonna. There's no way to catch up in the cardio department after that.
Oh, elbow. Oh, knee.
They just looked at him like, I know I'm breaking you right now. Like that's what Sakai's face just said. Raul Rosas.
Oh, I saw. I just be
I saw
scrolling through Twitter, but Chris Curtis, the action man, came out and was like, I've fought so many times in the UFC. I fought short notice, put the time in, and I'm getting bounced for a kid.
It's fucking bullshit. Dude.
Yeah, I'm getting bounced for a kid that has fought once in the UFC off the main card.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Chris Curtis. Is this the right card? Is it the Jones or is it a different one?
Yeah, I wish we had that.
I don't know
right
if
now,
it's
right
the
there.
Jones, but
I'd fucking know.
but it's a fuck. What card is it?
It's a pay-per-view. Might be the one after Jones. Chris Curtis is a fucking murderer.
Oh yeah.
I love this guy.
Holy shit.
Chris Weidman returns. Watch the All-American compete in grappling against Owen.
Yeah, he's doing a grappling match in England.
Sakai's putting it on him right now.
Oh, back to the cage.
What if he snaps his leg in half again?
See, that we talked about this when you were gone. Like, he's maybe not the grappling match, but when he gets his first fight book, because he's talking about like another title run and shit.
Yeah.
When he gets back in there, there's no way he doesn't think about that.
I'll have that in the back of your head.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Like what happens to my leg?
I talked to Clem about that when he snapped his big toe completely sideways. And it takes like months and months just to be completely comfortable again kicking the heavy bag after a break like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Chris Curtis guy, he was pissed the fuck
Yeah,
off
I hear it's
that he's getting
It's
bounced.
287. It's the one in Miami.
Yeah, he's mad that that kid, the 19-year-old Raul Rosas.
He's fighting. Chris Curtis is fighting Kelvin Gastelum. The
Wow.
last prelim in the fucking first fight of the main card is Raul Rosas versus Christian Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's.
That's dog shit.
I get it. You're trying to promote this kid, but damn.
That kid is not promotable.
No.
Yeah, no,
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, he's hard to. I already
You seen
hate
this
him.
guy?
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate. I
18 or
can't
whatever,
stand
everyone's
him.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, hey,
that-
props to him for being as young as he is and going out and winning, but
I
Come on,
I
you
don't want
can't-
handouts because of
gave
your
him-
disability.
They gave him a
Cleft lip.
piece of shit
Yeah.
to fight.
yeah.
Because you're
First,
so
it was like 10
hard
and
to look
6.
at. You
Yeah.
have a disability. I don't want you to get special handouts.
Yeah, you can't. I feel bad for it because I don't understand who creates the cards. Like,
Now, to somewhat discredit my argument here, it's still bullshit, but sometimes the last prelim gets more views than the first fight of the pay-per-view.
and that
Because
could
it's
be a
free.
reason they're
Yeah.
doing that is to pump up the pay-per-view.
Right.
So,
You can watch the prelims for free, and then people are like, I don't know if I want to watch that pay-per-view,
Yeah.
so they don't even buy it.
Dude, you're not.
But
but the thing is that if you're not on the main card, you don't get any of the pay-per-view buys.
You're just wearing yourself out.
I don't think you do unless
Who,
you're
Maze?
in
Yeah.
a title fight anyways, though.
No.
Oh, I thought maybe
I think you get paid
if
for
you're
it.
on a
more
card
energy
that's a
being
pay-per-view
pressed up
buy,
into
you get
I know.
some of that.
do it.
He's
Because
been
fighters
doing
are
it
talking
he did
about
that the
being
whole
on
last
like a-
round,
I know, but he
though.
won.
a Connor card
That's winning. If you got somebody
and
clinched up
getting
against the cage like
you
this,
want to be on a
control
Connor card because
that,
you get
you're
some
winning.
points.
Not last
See, I've
round.
heard of
Sakai
like
definitely
pay-per-view
won last
points,
round.
and
Yeah.
100%.
and I don't know exactly what that means, but I thought it was just like if
He's
you
winning
keep
right
fighting for a
now,
belt,
but
maybe
he's still
they
getting
might, I don't
tired.
know.
Yeah,
I mean, if he's bitching that much, then maybe you do. You know,
yeah,
That's a big old Brazilian bitch to hold up there.
maybe.
But
I don't know.
it's not only that he got passed up because. Okay, if you ask the casual fan who's Chris Curtis, they're like, I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
just that Raul Rosas is fighting ahead of Chris Curtis. It's that he's fighting ahead of Chris Curtis versus Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, vets.
People know Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a Gastelum fan. I like him.
Look
It
how
just
slow he
sucks,
is, dude.
and
He's
I can
so
understand
fucked.
his argument, but
I like
guess
Gastelum
what?
too,
Dana
but
White don't give a shit.
Gastelum missed weight a bunch of times and it pissed me off. And I got off the train, then I got back on the train.
He did, but he's a likable dude though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Kinda
cool,
makes up for it.
and he's good
And
with
he's
his
tough
fans.
as shit too.
He's
I
good
like
with
him.
his fans.
That's a fight there that, like Gastelum and Chris Curtis, that I'm not sure who wins. And I know that the people who have been watching the sport longer would say, "Oh, Kelvin's gonna win." But
I mean,
Chris
even-
Curtis can fucking crack, dude.
Even arguably, like having Li Ji Liang and Michael Chiesa on the prelim.
That's dog shit too.
Yeah, they should be up there. But I guess the rest of the card, you got Kevin Holland on the card versus who is it? Who's he fighting?
Kevin,
Fuck.
No, he's not. Oh, wait.
Ponzinibbio. Yeah,
Where's
he's
that?
on the main card. He's right there above.
Yes, you got Holland and Ponzinibbio above Chiesa, Kelvin Gastelum. Like
You got Rob Font and Adrian Yanez on there.
that's just straight up. They're just trying to push Giannis.
Yeah, I get it. I get that, but make that the prelim. But I guess
You?
what you were saying is putting a decent fight as the last prelim to pipe.
Bro.
Make people buy the
Yeah, and to make the
Main
shit,
test
they got
finishers,
bangers.
ball
Let's
game.
buy this. Which I get. It's all about marketing, and they know more about it than we do. But it sucks for the fighter, that gets snubbed out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the story of Chris Curtis's career. He's been just basically like a journeyman. Not his record, but like just
Such
what people
bullshit.
kind of think of him because he was in the World Series of Fighting for a long time. He was in the PFL tournament. And he lost to like Magomed Sharapov, like
Yeah.
some Russian guy in the tournament and shit. He's kind of just been a journeyman, and now he's going to the UFC. He's fucking knocking out Buckley. He's beating fucking all these guys, fighting Jack Hermanson, but he's still kind of just slept on, like always. and it just kind of him getting stumped on the pay-per-view.
Chad.
Threw ice in my shirt.
I didn't
asshole.
do that. I would never do that to you.
No, it's shitty, but what are you gonna do, right?
Cyril Gahn says he's lazy. What do you think? I think this was taken way out of context, but what do you guys think of that?
He, in an interview, Gahn said that he was lazy and doesn't train between fights.
I think it's horsecock. I think
and
it's
he only
bullshit.
starts when a fight is announced and all that shit. But Jones said, I think that he literally retweeted the interview and said that it's a trap. I've been training as hard as I've ever been.
Dude, he's not going to go in there and get embarrassed by Cyril. There's no way.
No,
He's
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying
training
he
his
is.
ass
I don't.
off.
I don't
No,
think
but this
every
is
fighter
Cyril
trains.
talking
Cyril Gahn is saying that
He doesn't.
he hasn't trained since his last win, and he's saying that in between fights, when he doesn't have a fight scheduled, he doesn't train at all, and he says blah 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 blah.
I get that, but
a
John
lot of
knows he's fighting a monster.
my
he's
point.
gonna
My
be
point.
training.
Yeah, my point. I'm saying it's horsecock, because you can't be at the upper echelon of fighting and not train at all. And if you do, and the history has shown that these guys that say this kind of shit, it's like they're padding their loss. So then they kind of go back to that.
When has history ever shown that?
Bryce Mitchell, I had the flu. I mean, that was the most recent one. Oh, I had this. Oh, I had an injury, but I just figured I'd fight anyways. It's
they
like,
say-
oh, well,
but
it's an injury that you shouldn't have fought on
They say
because it's
that-
a for sure
they
loss.
say that like after the fact. They don't say it before.
Yeah, this is.
It's happened.
This is. I don't know. I don't know how much to weigh into it, if it was taken out of context or not, but I just thought it was kind of weird that Gahn, like,
I mean, look at him. You
I'm-
tell me he's not training.
yeah, no,
Like, there's
I
no
mean,
way.
shit, he may not be
He's training.
absolutely every
training.
single day in the gym just grinding.
And I don't think anybody really is.
No, that's what I was about
No,
to say.
yeah, but normally when people say that, they're saying, "Hey, I don't do hard sparring anymore." Like Cowboy or Robbie or all these people are like, "Oh, I don't spar anymore. I just go over fucking technique and
Yeah.
all
Dude,
this shit."
fucking guy.
But he's
hate
saying he doesn't
Augusto
train.
so much.
He's saying he
Yeah,
doesn't train
that's
at
why
all.
That's why I feel like this is taken out of context. I don't think that's what he didn't mean. Like
You think it's a
literally don't
language
do
barrier?
anything. I don't know. I don't know
Between the interviewer,
I don't know who this came from. Do you,
It was on ESPN. They tweeted it, and it was some ESPN reporter. I
it
don't
was on
remember
some
who it
major
was.
shit. He
But
was just saying he doesn't
just
train.
came out and said he's lazy or whatever. And John Jones, although I thought it was kind of interesting, like John Jones he's been pretty active on Twitter, just saying he's training his
I mean,
ass off.
Jones said that it's a trap, which means that Jones he doesn't buy it. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
he doesn't
it's
buy
supposed
it.
to be for John and his team.
So it's
to
like,
to
I
yeah.
don't think Cyril's like trying. Hey, I want John Jones to think I'm not training.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think- I
he
think
just was fucking around. Like, yeah, I'm not training.
Yeah, and that could be I'm not training as hard as I would during a fucking fight camp, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure he's in there, he's getting some sweat worked up, and he's still practicing some shit, learning some shit, watching tape,
It could
whatever
be
it
taken
is.
out of context and him saying, "Oh, I'm not training extra hard because it's John Jones. I'm just doing the same training I've always done against any fight, as
Yeah.
if it's just anyone."
I just saw that
Well-
people did tweet or tag John Jones
And
in
but
the
he also
tweet.
wasn't talking about. He said out of camp. So now that he's in camp,
Yeah, he's in camp. This was pulled from it. Like I saw this tweet probably 4 days ago.
I think this is a perfect example of the MMA media just trying as hard as they can to find a story.
Yeah,
Well,
it is, and it could have been.
That's
literally-
why Ariel got shunned from a lot of people at its beginning, because he was the first guy to do that. He was just looking for fucking clickbaity, clout chasing shit.
You know?
I mean,
Even
it-
though he's as good as he is at
I
his
think
job.
Dana hates Ariel because Ariel.
A lot of people don't
asks
like
Dana
Ariel.
the hard questions that
Yeah,
Dana doesn't
I don't
answer.
necessarily like Ariel and his attitude sometimes, but I do like that he asks some questions.
I like that he's good at his job, but
Yeah.
I don't, he,
Sometimes he acts super hard when he's not, and when he calls out people, and
Schaub.
like, yeah,
That's what you're talking about.
yeah, either Schaub
Schaub
or
guy.
he called out who was it, Patty, and all that shit on some
Patty was
stuff.
fucking saying that Ariel pays.
Yeah, but
people.
it's not the fact that what he's saying, but the way he says it. Like
I don't,
these guys
I
would
don't trust
fucking
Ariel.
end your
and that's
life.
my problem with him. I don't
Like,
trust
don't
him.
talk to people
Oh!
like that. That's the way I look at it.
I don't.
What's on his back?
I don't
I don't
see.
know.
I
That's what
don't
was
see
trying to figure
how
out.
if
I don't
Patty
know.
talks shit
Shit,
on
no way,
somebody,
hell.
Ow.
and that clearly Patty could whoop their ass, I don't think that means
Looks
like
like.
the person should be
He does.
talk like as if he's like
Piece
below
of tape or
Patty.
something?
No,
Because
no,
it's
I'm
Yeah,
not.
hold on,
not
guys. What's on his back?
Like a piece of tape.
Piece of tape or part of a towel or something. And when they wiped him,
He's
just
just giving
sitting
up.
down.
He's fucking
In that
done.
situation, I don't think Ariel should be like, okay, I'm sorry, Patty. You could whip my ass in real life. I'm not gonna defend myself. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah,
nobody
No, I
can.
get it, but it's just no. Like I've watched. I don't know if you did watch it when he did call out those people.
It was like an hour long, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
What a
but the
fucking
way he was
snooze
saying it,
fest.
he was like,
Jesus fuck.
I'm like, dude, the way you're saying it, like you're saying it in a different way. I mean,
You're
you can be
condescending.
You can not you can be condescending, but in a way that you're a hard ass.
If you're Ariel and
He
people
got too
are
emotional.
No, I don't even agree with that. I agree with what I'm saying is the way he said things. Like you are a reporter or a journalist. You have ways that you can say things without coming off as like the tough guy. That's how I portrayed it.
maybe, but
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think he's a reporter, and his whole thing is like he wants to be the guy that reports things accurately.
Yeah.
He has multiple sources, like all the NFL beat reporters and
Yeah.
shit. And then someone's saying that he pays people for interviews, like
Yeah, and he came
What's
out
he
and
gonna
tried
do,
to
just be
denounce it
like-
and shit. But
be a pussy about it, you know? Like, I mean,
No, I do have to.
I don't-
I think
I don't.
see this decision.
I don't think just because a fighter said some shit that's not true about him, he should just not respond. Like,
no,
that's just-
I agree. I'm not saying don't respond. I'm just saying that the way he responded, maybe his tone
Yeah.
just seemed like it to me. It came off like
Think.
what, like I'm gonna do something about it.
I can't for that long. And just
The way
do
I
that.
think about it, and I may be wrong, but you're talking out of my ass. But I think
You're asking the wrong guy.
Ariel could. Yeah, Sakai won this fight. Like, he won a unanimous.
I know, but we were
We
guessing.
were talking
what it
about
was.
the numbers.
30-27.
Yeah, had to
Across
be.
Was
the
it?
board.
I would think 30
Probably.
27. I didn't see anything that Mays did that would do anything to help him. But I was saying that just Ariel is a journalist. He has different ways they can go about it. Like, sure, defend yourself, but in a more like intellectual way. Instead of trying to play like it's to me, at least in my opinion, he came off as the tough guy instead of the intellectually.
I mean, maybe, but he also had like
Suck my shit.
he went. I mean, that's why it was like a fucking hour long. Is because he went through all the texts and he
Yeah.
read them off his
chug it
phone.
then.
I mean,
Agreed.
I don't know how much more intellectual you get.
Yeah,
I
or,
want to drink beers.
I guess it might have been just the way, I don't know. It might have been just his tone or the way because I'm not a huge Helwani fan.
Yeah.
I follow him and all that stuff because I think he's good at his job. I just think I don't know. Maybe it's just like one of those things that you don't necessarily like of someone because of their fucking face.
No,
or
it's because he covers the good, the bad, and the ugly,
Yeah.
and he doesn't give a fuck if Dana hates him.
well, that's the whole reason I follow him is because he's good at his job.
Yeah.
But I think it might be his tone, the way he talks about something, especially when he
Like
tries
your
to
tone
be
right now is pissing
condescending.
me off.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like that.
But like when he gets condescending or something like that, that's where I'm
I
like,
mean, ever since he left ESPN, his whole thing was like they were trying to censor what he said.
Yeah.
They wanted him to say certain shit, and he's gone maybe a little too far, like the other way of like I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want.
yeah,
But also, I will never. I will never say because you are defending yourself against a pro fighter that you shouldn't say what the fuck you want or what you believe. You know what I mean? Like he defends
yeah.
himself against fighters. He's not. You can't just fucking be a pussy about it.
True.
Because they're fighters.
I don't. In my brain was like, "Hey, man, you're saying some shit to these guys like you would do something to them, when you could have said it like and still got the point across. Like, hey, you proved the facts. They were wrong. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Right?
Yeah.
But you could have
Bullshit,
said it in a
bullshit.
better way of. I don't know. I
mean,
get the only word I can think of is being more intellectually. Word it more. With more intellect than he
Yeah,
did.
well, yeah.
But I still follow him, even though I'm not a huge fan of him per se. I respect him. I think he does his job well. I still listen to. I read all of his articles and shit on stuff.
He's also not dumb, and he doesn't do anything like unethically as far as reporting and shit. But he also knows how to like toe that line of like what will get views.
True,
and there's no way
I was just about to say
do
that
and be what he is.
Yeah, you can't really. Sometimes when you're trying to promote yourself and all that, you can't just toe the line. You got to cross it a couple times, and you know.
I mean, you got to lean into.
That's what I was going to say.
A little bit.
Yeah, I get creating conflict. The only way I didn't like was like. It kind of came off like you could do something physical.
That's why you didn't like
No. Even like against.
I don't like him because I don't like his demeanor on certain things. He seems mischievous. He seems like he tries to stir shit up, and I get there's a whole journalism thing about it, but the way he went about it in a few times in his career, and don't ask me specifically because I ain't bringing up receipts, but it just gave me a bad taste in my mouth about the guy. He's very good at his job. I wish the best for him. I'm just not a fan. And that's just all. Like I've been watching him for years and years and years, and the compilation of all the shit, good and bad. I don't know. I mean, he annoys me.
We all celebrate the conflict when Colby Covington's doing it, but when a reporter's
Colby
doing
Covington is funny and he's edgy and he can back it up. You're comparing
cringy.
Colby. You're comparing Colby Covington to Ariel Helwani.
Colby can
I'm
be.
just saying, we're talking about conflict. Like you don't like it when a reporter does it, but you like it when a cringy.
Because my argument is only
the cringe was bad with Colby at first, but then it got really funny, and then it got good, and then it got cool, and the next thing you know, the motherfucker is the only MMA fighter in history being interviewed by the president on national TV. Now you're talking about Ariel Helwani, like it's just like a completely different thing.
The only thing I think the difference in it is Colby talks shit but can back it up.
And Colby's background
and
is
I'm not
being a
saying
very
that
nice
Ariel
guy.
can't talk
Ariel's
shit.
not a fucking fighter.
You're right. Yeah, and I'm not
we're
saying
not fighters either.
You're right, but I am.
You're
guess
just
what? If
way too hardcore about Ariel Helwani.
Yeah, I love him.
If I'm talking
who else
shit-
has done that shit in MMA?
I respect
Brett
him.
Okamoto sucks Dana off.
But we've been prefacing everything with saying we respect him and how good of a worker he is and he's good at his job. But I just don't like him. He's not likable.
He himself, but he can't actually fight UFC fighters.
He's not very likable. But you always want to chalk it up to be his physical, like the way his physicality. It's got nothing to do with.
Me?
Yeah, you're chalking because every argument you're saying is like,
He's the one that keeps saying he can't.
No,
back
I'm saying
but he's saying it in a different sense, and you're saying it in a physical sense, and he's saying it into a mental sense.
You guys are literally comparing like Adam Schefter
What the fuck did I ever say about
a wide
physical?
receiver or a running back.
You're saying you don't
Quite
want.
literally.
You're saying you're backing him up for
think of it,
making
that's
up
what you're
his
fucking doing.
points because
Essentially,
you don't want
his
him to be scared
no,
to
but
make
I'm
those
saying-
points
no, I'm
against
not saying
fighters.
that.
We're all
Yeah.
talking over each other here. What I'm saying is. Your point is you don't want him to shy away from what he wants to say because he's not a fighter. I'm saying the problem is like his demeanor and there's like a weirdness to me behind him. There's like a businessman shiesty. I got to get my little fingers in the mix and like get my name out there and then do some like weird shit and I got to promote Brock Lesnar before the UFC could, even though they paid millions of dollars to do it.
Bro,
but
he
I got to
covers
get my name
fighters,
in
though.
there.
Like you want him to be a bitch?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
What do you
that
mean?
was literally what I just explained.
I mean, he
That's
covers,
literally what I
he
just
covers
said.
fighting.
It's either-
so it's better
I
for him
mean-
to be that way. I feel like.
I'm not an Ariel hater. Is all I'm saying. I'm trying to get my point across for why I just don't care for him. Is all. It's not got anything to do with him being.
No, my only
incompetent.
thing was like I don't hate him either. I don't necessarily. I don't know. I don't.
He's
think
just not my cup of tea. Is all it is.
I still follow. Like I said, I still follow him. I read his articles. I watch his interviews because I think he does a good job.
Arm bars and shit right now instead of punches.
Yeah.
because that's all he does.
But I just think that my only thing on Ariel was I don't like the. In my opinion, he comes off like he could. He wants to he thinks he could do something against those people, which I'm sure he doesn't, but it comes off that way.
So he just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, my show's going to keep going whether you're here or not. I mean, Ali Abdelaziz, your least favorite manager in the sport, he won't let any of his guys go on the Ariel show. And
I can't stand that fucking guy.
He's a douche.
Yeah.
FBI informant.
But Ariel, at this point, I mean, I'm sure, and we're not even nearly as into the little politics of this, but I'm sure just like any little niche world, there is so much politics in the fight game. It's unbelievable. Obviously, boxing, everyone knows about that.
Yeah.
It's public, but I think Ariel is just like, I'm fucking sick of the politics. My show will keep going whether you're here or not.
Now that he's established, he's like, hey, my shit's gonna, fly no matter what.
Right.
So I can say it how I want.
Pimblin, his stupid hair, wants to talk shit. Like, fuck him. I'll bring their
I get it,
seats.
yeah. And hey, I'm not saying he shouldn't do that or whatever. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I'm not necessarily a fan of it.
I respect it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I still listen. I listen to
completely disagree.
Hey, I get it. Hey, agree to disagree, right? I still listen to his shit. I watch all his shows on Twitter, all that shit, because I think he does a good job. But personally, I don't like the way sometimes he talks to people. Like, I don't know. Maybe it could just be
No, we're on the same page. I get
thing
it. I know exactly what you're talking
can't do certain shit.
Nobody can interview a fighter like he can, though.
I think he does a
That's
good
because the
job.
fighters
but
know
also,
that they're
I
on the
like
biggest
Brett
platforms.
Okamoto.
But it's not even that. It's just that. Well, he's good too.
Yeah.
But he's a big time Dana Dick writer.
He definitely is. I don't think he's nearly as big as Ariel because he stays.
What is John
He
Hank
toes that
doing?
line with Dana. Like, I'm going to keep my job in the UFC.
Yeah. Which
he's rolling
I get
around.
that too. But
Yeah, of course, you're making a shitload of money, working for the UFC, doing that.
Yeah.
Why fuck that up? Ariel went the other way. He wasn't working for the UFC, just happened to be a journalist in the UFC. Brett Okamoto is employed by the UFC. I'm almost certain. He does. He doesn't just do.
ESPN.
He works ESPN, but he also does like the UFC.
Like promos and
Yeah,
type
some shit like that. Where he, what Joe Rogan was doing before, interviewing fighters, before he became as a commentator.
Right.
Yeah.
He was employed by the UFC. That's what Brett Okamoto does too, along with like
on the broadcast.
on the broadcast
Yeah.
with like Olivi, Lorosenko, shit like that.
Like in Dothan, Alabama.
I like Brett Okamoto. He's good.
Yeah,
too.
I like him
He's
too.
solid.
I could be wrong, but
it's gotta be. It's got to be such a hard fucking game to get into. It's not a hard world to get into because there's a million MMA.
Well, Hawani got
news
into it with
websites,
NBA.
but it's hard to get to like the upper echelon. Like it's almost impossible.
yeah,
John Morgan, the big fat guy who's always first at every press conference,
Yeah.
he's been around for 20 years. Rogan,
Stephen A.
Ariel,
Smith.
Brett Okamoto, he's like a little bit later. He came around a little later, but even he's been around for quite a while. And not only is it hard to get into that, but you got to fucking go around the world to every event and cover that shit.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up and learn English.
God,
That's what I'm saying.
you don't like this guy, Dev?
Fuck no, I don't like Brazilians. You can edit that out if you want.
Nah, I've said that a million times.
He hates Dagestanis.
I'm tired of Brazil and Dagestan. Like, give me something new. I love this huge surge that we've been getting through South Africa, though. These South African fighters are up and coming, and I like it.
Yeah, there's a couple. I don't Duplessis. I know Chad. Chad's a Duplessis guy. I don't know about him yet.
Why not?
I don't know if he's. I mean, he beat Darren Till, but
A shell
Yeah,
of
it's
there.
true. It's not saying a terrible. I don't know. I just think I like him.
he's got Brunson next. I like him too. Like
He's good.
I like watching him.
He's fucking
I just
good.
don't know what his like ceiling is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek Brunson's a tough test.
Oh yeah.
He's
I think.
gonna hump
Hey.
your leg whole fight.
Yeah. He comes out and fucks up Brunson.
And then that's
Hey, I
something.
put some on alert.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
huge.
to other fighters.
That's
Like,
huge.
okay.
Middleweight's both like it's both a murderer's row, and it's also like maybe kind of an easy division to move up through because everyone's already fought everybody.
Yeah.
But if he beats Brunson, then he's got to fight like a Whitaker or probably not Khamzat. Well, Whitaker, a Vittori, probably Vittori.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough division.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. There's no. Hey, the top 5, 6, 7 aren't slouches.
What's he wearing?
A nice raccoon hat. That's a legit raccoon hat.
Yeah, by the way, we got Brendan Allen walking out for the new main event as of like a couple hours ago. He's fighting Andre Muniz. I think Muniz is the real deal, man.
Think?
Yeah. I don't know how you break Jacare's arm and you're not gonna win the belt. Like, I'm assuming. If you knock Jacare out, that's different. It's like, okay, that makes sense. But if you fucking snap Jacare's arm with an arm bar.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Brandon Allen. It just said he was tied third most fights won off of Dana White Contender Series.
Oh yeah, what did you say? 17.
Well, yeah, 17. Originally before canceled fights, it's probably down to 13 to 12 now.
Yeah.
12 fighters on the UFC card, or originally it was supposed to be 17 fighters on this card were from the Dana White Contender Series.
The Contender Series is killing it. Like,
oh yeah,
I think the model of it makes sense that there's guys coming in from that and obviously doing well, but I think it's done way better as far as producing top guys than it's even Dana expected.
Oh yeah, producing a couple superstars. Sean O'Malley.
Who's his next fight?
Who else came from
Jamal
it?
Hill.
Jamal Hill, the champ now?
Yeah.
Who do you guys think Mallott's fighting?
He's got to fight.
O'Malley's going to fight the winner of Cejudo Aljamain.
He's got to. And he has no problem waiting for the
winner. Oh, yeah,
either.
he's going to wait. He's already said he could have.
Making a shitload of money on his podcast and all other ventures.
Yeah.
So then who does the winner of Merab and Yohan fight? Because they're going to have to wait around for O'Malley to fight the winner.
They're going to wait that long?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Who do they fight?
So I don't know the exact rankings of that. So
I think there's a lot of shit that could pop up from then and now.
I mean, but they're not going to pass on O'Malley title fight for one of those guys.
If Cejudo loses, does he stay in the ranking? Like stay in the pool, or does he just retire again?
I think he goes away if he loses.
So, Cheeto's there.
Devon won DraftKings.
Dub.
Is it over?
Ivan. They all three have Brandon Allen, and so do I. So it's a dub.
Wow.
And he stacked him, but he's at like 1.
Well, give me my money back, or I'll beat you up.
If the fucking main event would have happened where I had both guys.
I had Spann, but
fuck, dude.
Dub.
So.
So O'Malley fights
the winner of Cejudo Aljamain.
Yohan and Merab are fighting. Cheeto's fighting
Sandhagen.
Man.
Rob Font's fighting
Andre or Adrian
Giannis.
Yeah.
Where's Giannis ranked at?
He's way down here. That's a tough fight for.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, but Font's also he's already lost
jump your bones.
Half the top 5.
Yeah, true. So say Aljamain beats Cejudo gets out of the pool. O'Malley fights Aljamain. Let's say Merab beats Jan. So
is he gonna? I bet you they do the winner.
Do they do Merab Cheeto? The winner of Corey Sandhagen and Merab
I bet you
Peter on?
The winner of Jan and Merab and the winner of Vera Sandhagen.
Yeah, between the fights,
That's
waiting
really
for O'Malley. Yeah,
but timing, I don't know exactly when all of them happen.
It all depends on how the fight's finished. If it goes 5 rounds and it's a war, do they wait fucking 8 months?
Or if one's 2 months before the next.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. If, say, Aljo comes out and knocks the fuck out of Cejudo or vice versa, O'Malley and him will fight, 3, 4, 5 months later.
Right.
And then Piotr Jan and Merab, Davishvili. Dalishvili. Okay. Fuck that name.
However you say that.
I still think.
I think
Merab beats them all.
All of them.
Well, Merab's tough though. He just does not. He's a relentless fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
He does not give up on the wrestling ever.
Yeah.
But I think Cheeto's got more of this than. Huh?
Are either one of these guys on there?
Yeah. What, middleweight? Just Arnold Allen, or just Muniz. Brendan Allen's not.
Let's go, Brandon. Shit on him. That'll put him in the list, right?
Huh?
That'll put him on the list, yeah.
He wins this. He'll probably jump to 11, actually. Twice.
Yeah, if he beats Muniz, he goes to 11.
That's lit.
He's not going to, though.
Shut up, John.
I picked him.
I still win, so.
Although I do like this Muniz guy. He's pretty legit.
I still win. I don't lose. You big old bitch.
So nice of you.
Dub. Chad. Okay.
Well, dude, shit got canceled.
Well, I had the
mean-
winner of the canceled fight, so.
You didn't have the winner. We don't know. I picked Spann. You picked Krylov. If he lost, I win.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you never know. It also depends on how Brendan Allen does here too, because I'm only 20 points behind you.
Yeah, but no matter what we get, I beat your ass.
Oh yeah, because you fucking got.
We both have him.
Yeah,
Dub.
if I beat Brendan, but the only thing that would put us apart is if Spann and Krylov fought, and if Spann
it's
wins and Spann knocks out Krylov. Yeah, it's tough.
Dude, I've entered another contest. There's a dude with 609 points right now.
Damn. Did his homework, huh?
609. Look at this.
He didn't have either of these guys.
I just did like $1 single entry. 603.
He's out of guys, man.
This Muniz guy's
Sakai, Peak.
shredded.
Jessa Devicius. Peak at 130.
Yeah, I picked him, too.
You did?
Yeah.
That's
Doesn't
why.
matter at this point, I'm sure, but...
That's why you're close, though.
One better placed 117 grand on Andre Muniz to win. A win would pay out 177 grand.
Yeah, you did. Shut up. Fuck you.
Damn,
Just
100.
money line, dude. 117 grand on the money line for Muniz is a great bet. I mean,
Win a 177.
Yeah, if you're gonna fucking lose it, though. So.
Yeah, if you're betting 117 grand, I bet you don't give a fuck.
I bet you're probably right.
yeah, he probably could have bet $5.
He probably made his money back by the time the end of this fucking
That'd
card.
pay off my house.
Yeah.
He owns a
mean,
he literally owns a Formula One team. Shout out to Formula One Drive to Survive. You guys watch that shit on
No.
Netflix?
No, I haven't.
You should.
I'm starting the.
It's the golf one.
Yeah.
it's
I'm
good
on
too.
like Last of Us right now, and we're
Dude,
trying to finish up Walking
I'm telling you,
Dead.
Drive to Survive is fucking cool. I don't even like Formula One, but that's a cool show.
Ow.
Yeah, that sounded like it hurt. Bone. Leg kicks and bones.
Don't shake your fucking head after getting leg kicked.
I would shake my head every time I got leg kicked, and then every time I leg kick someone else, I would shake it yes and just shake my head up and down.
See, the thing, like these guys that do that, which Alan does, he doesn't do that like all the time, but there is some guys that every time they get hit, they're like, no.
Yeah,
But it's like you're telling the judges
that you got hit.
something.
Yeah,
happened. Like, you know, you're kind of.
yeah. You're confirming that you got connected with. You're just trying to put it off like, oh, it didn't hurt.
Trying to big dick it.
Yeah,
If you just have no expression, the judges are less likely to
Count it.
care about
Yeah.
that, you know.
Ooh, that was cool.
That's a beautiful hook kick. That didn't land.
Oof, that did.
Oh, I think. Oh, that. Oh, did that stumble him?
Get him. Go.
Or did you just stumble on the fence?
Go. I don't know. I couldn't
That
tell.
was hard to tell.
Brendan Allen with that straight right.
It touched him. That's for fucking
That
sure.
fucking Muniz guy's shoulders are
I know,
stacked,
he's so
dude.
broad.
Yeah.
Got a weird shape.
He's got like fucking 36 inches across his
Yeah, they're
shoulders.
fucking, and his traps and his collarbones stick out.
Looks like an action figure.
Yeah, it's weird. He's jacked though. Oh, returned.
That right hand could have really
Yeah.
done some damage. He feinted that and then threw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this. All right.
Okay, here we go. I bet that didn't feel very good.
Don't react.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, Allen kind of blitzes towards him, and he's had some success, but
Brendan Allen's, he's always been like a very, like, good at everything, not great at anything kind of guy.
Oh.
Like Strickland really touched him up on the feet, ended up finishing him on the feet, but Brendan's also like he's sub guys. He's kind of he's well rounded, but when you get like a specialist like Muniz, I mean, obviously we'll see, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's at a big disadvantage in the grappling department.
He hasn't tried to do shit though.
He hasn't, but
What's on his side though,
a
huh?
lot of these fucking jiu-jitsu
Dog
guys,
tags?
The tat?
Oh yeah,
Which one?
Dog tags.
a lot of these
on
jiu-jitsu
his
guys,
right ribs.
yeah, those
There's
dog
dog tags.
Dog tags.
Those are horrible.
Well, they both have tats on that spot, so that's why I asked.
Brendan Allen has dog tags.
Bleeding into the back of his.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the
It
whole
looks like
necklace part?
Looks. I see it now. But
Stop shaking your head.
looks like a terrible version of Florida.
Oh.
There we go.
Sure.
See, a lot of these like jiu-jitsu guys, they're not super great wrestlers. You know, they're not fucking Dagestani wrestler fucks.
Yeah.
See, I mean, they have a hard time.
I ain't
getting,
mad at that at all.
Getting someone
It's like
down.
Damian Maya, like he couldn't
Get somebody
offensively
down.
wrestle.
Yeah.
But once you got there, you're in big trouble.
Talk about a one-trick pony who took it a long, long way.
Yeah. And I think, in my opinion, Muniz's skill set on the feet is better than Maya's. But that's to be determined, obviously.
Well, like speaking of how hard it is to get somebody down, like I watched a jiu-jitsu match between Bo Nickel and Gordon Ryan. And they
jiu-jitsu match?
Yeah, they had a jiu-jitsu match. And
Yeah, you didn't see that? Oh, it was interesting.
it was Gordon Ryan struggled getting Bo Nickel to the ground, but
Well,
he was winning the match. He got like 2 points, even though he didn't take.
You can get 2 points for knee on belly.
Yeah,
you get
no,
two,
no, he
all
didn't get
sorts of
him
shit.
down at all. He
No,
got
I know.
two. You have to get him down to get knee on belly.
No, I know.
But I'm saying he didn't get any takedowns at all and still got 2 points. Because I don't know if jiu-jitsu you got to attempt and shit. But
Stalling?
eventually he got Bo Nickel down. Gordon Ryan was literally getting to the point where he turned around and was like literally walking backwards to Bo Nickel saying, "Take my back.
Yeah.
Take my back." Bo Nickel never fell for it.
Right.
But finally, Gordon Ryan did like a fucking scissor lock takedown and got Bo Nickel down into his guard. And Bo Nickel was doing a good job fighting hands, and like it was a good long match, but he never had any offense towards Gordon
Well,
Ryan.
he
It was almost like he was scared, because it's Gordon fucking Ryan.
Right.
He didn't want to do anything, and then finally, Gordon Ryan fucking set this up perfectly, beautiful. Put his feet on his hips, and he was fucking with him, and he acted like he was trying to like sweep him, and Bo Nickel put his hand out, and he flipped his leg up faster than anything you've ever seen. Got him in a triangle choke, and Bo Nickel picked him up and slammed him, and Gordon Ryan fucking damn near put him to sleep, and he tapped out and won.
Yep.
It was
Ryan's
crazy
something
watching
else.
it.
But also, hey, he got him out. He got him down a bunch of times. It was just unfortunately out of bounds.
Oh yeah, they went out of bounds several times.
But Gordon took him down outside of.
I mean,
out of
not to
bounds.
mention
Yeah.
that there's no. I mean, it's impressive, but like, there's no striking. Like it's
yeah, it's no
it's
striking or
different.
anything.
Yeah, but Bo Nickel's not a striker.
No, but what I'm saying is like, you're.
I'm saying
really
you throw them
limiting
both in
the
MMA
skill
right
set.
now.
Oh yeah, no, that's why
If you
it's
threw them
just a
both in
BJJ.
MMA right now, Gordon Ryan's gonna win.
It was just a BJJ thing, but I thought it was cool. Like Bo Nickel did a good job, fighting stuff off, but you could tell the level of BJJ that Gordon Ryan's at.
It was cool to watch.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's something special.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, what's Bo Nickel? He's like a welterweight, 85er. What is he? If Bo Nickel goes
Either
in there
one probably.
against,
He's a tweener kind of.
I mean, if Bo Nickel goes in there against Alex Pereira,
It'd probably be Robbie Lawler or something like that at 170.
no, but I'm saying it like if you put
Oh,
Bo
wait.
Nickel's skill set against Alex Pereira, does he not just wrestle fuck him for 5 rounds?
Alex Pereira?
Yeah.
Does Bo Nickel not wrestle fuck Alex Pereira?
Yeah.
At 205.
No, at 85.
At 85. Oh yeah, 85.
I'm just saying, like, skill set wise.
I don't think so, man. I think Alex Pereira will piece him the fuck up.
I don't know if he'll have a chance to.
You think? You gonna give that much credit to Bo Nickel that we haven't seen in MMA once ever?
I'm probably giving him maybe a little more credit, but he's also like one of the best like wrestlers of all time, and Alex Pereira has
of
been
all
doing
time,
MMA
or of this
for, like,
this day and age.
Well, I don't. From what I hear, he's like
one of the best wrestlers right now, but I don't know about all time.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't. The point is that Alex Pereira is a kickboxer.
Yeah, but Pereira's a bad example because I think he would.
I'd love to see him.
He would fuck him up.
I'd love to see Pereira against a wrestler.
I think Pereira would fuck him up.
Obviously, Izzy took him down, and Pereira took Izzy down. They're not fucking.
I'm just saying.
Wrestlers.
I'm not saying who would win or lose. I'm just saying that is a really
MMA wrestling is way different than Bo Nickel's traditional wrestling.
It is, but
his freestyle wrestling.
Some guys, who knows? He could either transition like complete shit, or he can transition like a complete killer.
But this is just like Ben Askren, the greatest folk style / own. He invented his own style of wrestling. He took folk style wrestling and then he changed it and he made it his own. And then he went 20-0 in MMA and Bellator. He gets to the UFC. And everybody realizes he's a terrible fucking striker. And he gets
fucking dominated.
I see Bo Nickel in the same category as Ben Askren.
I don't, because Bo Nickel is like a much better athlete than Ben Askren, like physically.
I would argue that he is. Yeah, I would say
Ben Askren's a soft, fucking goofy.
Well, yeah, towards the end of his career, he got.
It's weird to say somebody who's 20-0 in pro fighting is a soft, goofy fuck, but I get what you're saying.
No, he was strong, but he came when he came to the UFC. He came in. He did not look like he
also needed hip surgeries and all sorts of shit. And he was an Olympian.
That's what I'm saying. When he came in the UFC, he wasn't tip top. Looked like he was in tip top shape, like he was in Bellator. He came in late.
I'd like to see Ben Askren versus Bo Nickel.
Right now?
If Ben Askren had a year to train for it.
I don't think that'd go good.
I don't think it'd go well either.
Really?
No.
You guys want to give Bo Nickel that much of a nod already?
Dude, I'm not saying it would go well. He's an older guy that. Are you talking just in a wrestling match or like an MMA fight?
Bo Nickel has no MMA experience, and
he's training for it. He's doing stuff. Yeah,
I understand, but he's got no real MMA fights under his belt. And Ben Askren was 20-0 in MMA before he went to the UFC, and then he fought Robbie Lawler, and he's 22-0 before he lost, for fuck's sake. And he was an Olympian wrestler. You guys are just going to blow that off just because of his age?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going off of, he didn't look, even against Robbie Lawler, he won that fight, arguably that fucking crazy stoppage or whatever.
Bulldog choked him.
He's 38 years old, and he got knocked out by Jake Paul.
Dude,
you're telling me he's going to beat a younger...
do not throw that bullshit celebrity boxing in
this. A younger, like, super high-level wrestler
I can't...
in a fight where you can throw punches?
I will entertain any argument you have, but don't throw like celebrity boxing.
I'm just saying, we're talking about striking. I mean, if
he got
MMA
paid,
changes,
he got paid to do that fight
much.
His neck is not looking good right now.
I believe you with that, but if you nullify the wrestling and they just stand, you got a more athletic guy against a 38-year-old who
doesn't strike. Yeah,
Bo Nickel is more athletic and he's younger. Sure, he's springier, he's snappier, whatever, but. Or UFC, MMA vets. I'm not going to just count them out.
I'm not saying he goes in and just absolutely beats the shit out of him, but I don't think it'd be that
not going to
great.
get flying kneed by anybody else, just because of Jorge Masvidal. Cool.
He looked like a fucking fish out of water there for a minute. Askren.
Oh, yeah.
When he got fucked on that one.
He looked amazing in every fight he's ever been in except for one, and then all of a sudden he's just
stamped as this guy. He didn't look amazing in the Lawler fight at all.
He won.
He won. That just because you win didn't mean you look amazing.
His strength was pretty amazing.
He got fucked up on the feet.
He got put to sleep by Damian Maia.
And got slammed on his fucking head.
Everybody gets put to sleep by Damian Maia.
By Lawler.
Robbie Lawler is one of my favorite fighters of all time, and I love that fight.
You're not telling me that a 38-year-old with the same skill set as a 24-year-old is not at a disadvantage?
I was saying all injuries and surgeries and shit aside. I'm saying who they are, fighter for fighter. All I'm saying is I cannot put all my eggs in Bo Nickal's basket until I've seen something from him outside
My
of
original
wrestling.
point is that
Is all I'm saying.
Bo Nickal's skill set is a bad matchup for Alex Pereira. Because Alex Pereira...
I think Pereira beats him in an MMA match right now.
He may.
He just beat Izzy for the third time. He's the champ.
Izzy has no grappling. And no wrestling.
Bo Nickel has 0 striking, and Pereira has how many years of kickboxing behind his belt?
But let's
20?
Look at
20
Ben
years of
Askren's
kickboxing?
career. Let's look at Ben Askren's MMA career. He went 20-0
No,
with no
I
striking.
said Pereira. I said Pereira, not Ben Askren.
No, but I'm talking about Ben Askren's career. He didn't strike with anybody. He fucked everybody.
Yeah, Bo Nichols.
20-0.
Okay, fine.
Remember?
I'll give you the Ben Askren, but Pereira? Hell no. I got Pereira all day, and I'll give you all the money for that one. I got Pereira all day.
I'm saying skill set for skill set. That's a bad matchup.
The Ben Askren, Bo Nickel?
Bo Nickel, Alex Pereira. That's a bad matchup for Alex Pereira because Alex Pereira is a straight kickboxer.
It's a bad matchup, but Pereira will find a way to win that. If he can beat all the guys he's beaten in UFC right now.
He's beating like 2 guys.
He hasn't fought a wrestler.
He flying kneed one motherfucker, and he sent him into orbit. What are you talking
a wrestler.
about?
He didn't. The guy wasn't shooting when he flying kneed him. He was standing straight up.
But you guys are, dude.
I'm not saying that who wins. I'm just saying that's a bad matchup.
Yes, and I agree.
If we're talking about history and we're talking about like the way certain matchups usually go, it's the guy with a dominant wrestling beating the pure striker. Am I right, Seth?
Sure, but but this is a different circumstance because you're talking about just a wrestler who's never fought yet versus a veteran kickboxer, world champion kickboxer, and a world champion UFC fighter.
He won on the Contender Series. He's in the UFC. He's like 3-0 in MMA.
Okay. Well, it's just I'm just saying he's a little too green right now. Throwing him to the wolves with the champion of the world. And then you're going to give him that much credit? That's kind of silly. That's kind of silly.
Again, I'm not saying that he beats Pereira right now, but I'm saying, like, if we're talking skill set for skill set.
And I already agreed with you. I already said, stylistically, their fighting is a bad matchup, 100%. But I don't care about stylistically. Pereira's going to beat Bo Nickel right now. Yeah, it's a bad matchup for Pereira, but he's going to beat him.
Middleweight, I'm a Pereira guy, but middleweight is the perfect division for him.
Boom!
Oh, hell of a
Fucking
takedown by Allen.
Shit. Step over. Fuck his little Brazilian ass.
If Pereira was a fucking,
Step over.
welterweight, he'd have a lot harder time because you got Usman to deal with, you got Burns to deal with, you got Colby to deal with.
You're talking about a different man then. Pereira's a huge heavyweight, or middleweight, And
I'm just saying, he's in the perfect spot. And even if he goes to light heavyweight, you're still not dealing with, you're not dealing with Glover anymore, obviously.
Pereira and Izzy both are massive middleweights. Probably one of the bigger middleweights we've ever seen.
What a fucking G-boy.
Well, head and
Step
arm.
over and fuck him up. Oh, I thought he had it. He might still. Is he going to choke out the little Brazilian, huh?
I would love to see it.
Get your hooks in.
Too.
He needs his
Damn it.
hooks.
Body lock.
Brendan Allen's won this fight.
Come on.
He's got it sunk. It's in there.
No,
He's got the
It's on his chin.
Yeah.
He's pushing it up. You got a minute
There
left.
you go. Nate Diaz's ass. Punch him into it.
You got a minute
piece.
left. Keep doing this, Brendan.
Punch him into it.
That's a dub.
Yeah, it's a dub, by the way, but the finish would be sick.
Yeah, it would.
That's only, this is only 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
So over.
It's supposed to be made, remember?
It's over.
Oh, has he got it sunk here?
There it is.
Nah, he's going to survive.
It's on the chin.
He's tapping.
He's struggling. Oh, that's hurting.
Finish it.
Yeah, Brendan Allen.
baby.
Let's go, Brendan.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
You grew up in the country it came from, bitch. Fuck you.
Love it. You and your terrible
He's got a
tattoo.
piece of paper towel on his. Is the cage falling apart?
That's what I'm wondering,
the
dude.
flooring?
Everybody's got something weird
Fucking
hanging
built
off
a
their
heater
fucking
tonight,
back
huh?
tonight.
It looks like part of the mat.
You win.
Oh, yeah.
Toilet paper.
Especially now.
I was in second place, 20 points behind him. We both picked Brendan Allen, but he picked Krylov and I picked Spann. That would have been the deciding factor there.
No, if I
picked
had
fucking
stacked
both
that
of them.
fight, I would have beat all of you.
That's
No.
what I picked both of them.
No.
Where am I at, Devin?
The fourth.
With how many points?
You were a point behind Dylan.
Yeah, and I had both of the fuckers in the main event, too.
Yeah, John probably would have shit on us.
No, he wouldn't have.
If it would have went all rounds, John would have shit on us.
I don't believe him.
If I hadn't stuck that fight, you guys would all be crying.
297, Dylan at 252, and you had 251. And Devin has 319 now after this fight.
It's about to be like 400 piece, kill.
Brendan Allen only got me, so far it's not updated. He was like, he's got me 19 points. Making any sense?
Chad, fill us in on who's coaching for Chandler and who's coaching for
I've
Connor.
only ever done friendly.
Oh, I saw. Now, the only thing I researched it a little bit. The only thing that I could find
Nice.
was, let's see, where is it at? Okay, yeah. I saw Chandler's the only one that's really been posting pictures and stuff on Twitter about it.
Well, Connor's
And,
been
like,
posting shit on IG.
Robert Drysdale and like Ryan Bader are, two big names that are a part of his coaching team right now.
It's
Drysdale,
the Drysdale
really?
Yeah.
one's not as surprising to me because he's a Vegas guy, right?
Yeah.
But Bader is an Arizona guy who doesn't train with Chandler.
But I saw Bader, he said something on Instagram, I think it was Instagram, that him and Chandler go way back or some shit. Like,
I believe it.
yeah. So, wrestlers, shit like that. But
that's the one that's surprising to me.
I don't know. I only put it on there. I put it on there because I wanted to talk about it. Connor posted a picture, and so did Wonder Boy, of both of them with tough T-shirts on.
So sometimes they bring in like a guest.
Yeah.
But it was like the first episode, right?
Yeah, it was
So,
like right now they filmed like 2 episodes. So
surely they wouldn't just bring in a random special guest first or second episode.
Yeah,
I don't think.
yeah.
But either way,
Wonder Boy being a part of McGregor's team.
That's out of
now,
nowhere.
I tried finding, nobody's disclosed who's all a part of. Obviously, Kavanaugh is going to be a part of it, but
coaches, you mean?
yeah, coaches, a part of like McGregor's coaching team.
Okay.
I haven't found anything else on who else would be there.
Dude,
Okay,
I wonder
here.
the odds on Brendan Allen by sub was. Someone just made a
I bet it was like
shitload of money.
He's got 12
500.
wins by submission, so it's probably pretty
Okay,
good.
Look,
Against that guy?
Oh,
though?
yeah, true.
I bet the odds were fucked.
True.
I bet it was like plus.
Oh, he just said fuck
600
somebody.
or
Did you see
something.
that? He just double fisted it.
Okay, here's some of the.
You see that?
I know.
Oh, are these the fight
here's
the
like,
contestants?
not
Okay.
all, but
I
some.
missed it. What?
Jason Knight.
What?
I don't know if this is like a fake account or something. Jason Knight is on Team Chandler apparently.
There's no way.
They said they were bringing back old contenders that have been on Tough.
Roosevelt,
He is?
Roosevelt Robert, huh?
Jason Knight. Which one is he?
Hick Diaz, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roosevelt Roberts, who
No
had like
way.
ghetto money or whatever on his chest,
Yeah.
tattooed.
Yeah.
Fucking Austin Hubbard, who fought
Austin Hubbard.
the
Yeah.
dude that beat Clem.
Yep.
Brad Katona, who's an SBG guy. Cody Gibson used to be in the
Austin
UFC.
Hubbard's the one that
Did he beat the
he's the
guy
one
that
who
beat
built
Clem?
Dakota.
Yeah, Hubbard
Dakota,
beat-
right?
Huh?
The one who beat Clem. Dakota
Bush.
Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hubbard.
gnarly. If, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that's real or not because none of these guys on Connor's team I've ever heard of. I don't know who the fuck these guys are.
Well,
Yeah.
they're probably pretty good.
Well, I know we talked about it. I don't remember if we really talked about it.
Plus
But
900. You were close.
but the whole thing about Connor kicked guys out, he
Yeah.
came out and denied it and said, I didn't do that. Now, obviously, you're not going to come out and look like an asshole and say, yeah, I did it or
Yeah,
whatever.
piece of
But
shit.
but multiple sources came out
Chris
and,
Curtis.
and defended him that he didn't. Some guys said
Kick
that
anybody out of his team?
there was guys that said that he did do it. He knew some of the guys.
Right.
But I saw some sources come out
Like the Mac Life. Like
the
fucking
Mac
company
Live.
that's
No,
named
there
after
was
him.
no. It was a reporter that
Da-da-da-da.
came out, not a big known
I'm the
reporter, but
motherfucking DOWG.
he came out and said that this isn't true. He didn't like kick out fighters. He could have had sway in saying,
Yeah.
"Can these guys be in?" or something like that.
Before he was the Conor McGregor that he is now, we already talked about this. He had Artem Lobov on Tough, which that maybe the UFC picked him originally or whatever, but it was the season that Conor coached. Artem lost, and they decided, hey, we're going to do something new this season. We're going to bring back 2 guys that already lost, and we're going to bring them back into the tournament. And you know who that happened to be?
Artem Lobov.
Artem Lobov. That's not the Conor of today. I mean, he was already big at that time.
Yeah.
Much bigger now.
Yeah.
So
it's possible.
He probably didn't say, I want to kick this guy and this guy and this guy out.
He said, I need these guys.
Guy and this guy and this guy in.
Yeah, it's very possible. I'm not saying, I as far as I can tell, there's both sides of it, of people that are legit sources. I would say that at least, I get my fucking knowledge from Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt. But on both sides saying, oh, I knew these guys, they got kicked off, this bullshit. And then others saying it's completely false, it didn't happen. Yeah. Conor doesn't have that kind of pull to control the entire show and say that all these guys are kicked. Now, would I be surprised? No. Yeah. But, you know me, I like giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Not him, though, man.
I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Shit happens the way Conor wants it to happen.
Well, hey, how many of those are Irish names that you read on there?
I don't know. That wasn't the whole cast, though.
I'm just saying that was 6 contestants at least. They got a team of 8 to 10.
Upcoming schedule, baby. Vera versus Sandhagen, March 25th. Edwards versus Usman 3, March 18th. Yohan versus March 11th. Love it. This is a great, dude. This is a great year for fights.
Tommy and Jake Paul had a
press conference.
Yeah, but
or like a pre-face-off, whatever bullshit.
I haven't actually watched this video, but it's
I watched it.
Is it nothing?
It's not anything crazy. Like Tommy Fury pushes Jake Paul. Jake Paul and Fury kind of feign at each other.
His order was,
but it was respectful before that.
No, but
Jake Paul got him his
like,
daughter.
You didn't sign the contract. You didn't sign the contract. You had to have your dad there.
Oh yeah, he said shit like that.
Yeah,
but they did like when he did the face-off, not face-off, but the talk between him and Tyron Woodley where they're sitting at the table, kind of talking shit. They did another thing like that, and Jake Paul presented like he did. Tyron Woodley bought him like a fucking nice ass watch or something, some shit like that.
Yeah.
He bought Tommy Fury's newborn daughter a gift.
Oh.
And shit like that.
Okay.
And Tommy's dad came up and shook his hand, said respect and all that stuff.
Right.
They were showing respect, and then the next fucking day they go to
They know the deal.
Yeah, they know they're both promoting this fucking fight. But it's nothing. It's never been crazy. They came up with that. Jake Paul said, hey, if you win, I'll double what I'm paying you now. If I win, you get nothing.
I think Tommy Fury fucked up by having his dad in his corner.
Tommy Fury's dad said, we got a deal. And Tommy Fury, Jake Paul kind of said, Tommy Fury looked at his dad as he's saying that and looked back, all right, you got a deal.
We got a deal.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Nah.
No fucking way.
There's no fucking way. Contracts are already signed. Yeah, it's all about promotion. The contracts have already been signed.
Boxing is a business. It's not a sport.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Well, all of these, everything's a business.
Mano a mano. Your brother's not in the ring anymore with you.
Well, boxing is a completely different thing.
Molly's not in the ring with you anymore. Bambi isn't in the ring with you anymore. So all that little cute motivation about having a child and fighting for her, all that shit goes out the window when I'm coming to take your fucking head off, decapitate you. I'm a mean, angry person deep down. I'm going to take out all of it on your fucking face. And there's nothing you could do to fucking beat me. I'm built different. I want this more than you. I have more of a why. I'm more tapped in. I'm more emotionally intelligent. I'm more.
He has more of a why.
I've worked harder every single day, in and out. I have a better team. I have a better support system. And guess what? Me winning this fight is for the higher benevolent good of the universe. And so it's not just me in the ring.
Okay.
It's all of my guidance. It's all of my ancestors. It's all of my spiritual helpers. It's
The
all the
fuck
people
is he
protecting
talking
me.
about?
He's reading a script that was written for him.
You up. You have 4 rounds, and then you are fucked. Tommy Fury, this is it for you.
They both each
I
of
agree
them
with a couple
predicted
of
that
those
they were
things.
going to do
That's
4
so
rounds
Yeah.
apiece. They both predicted
It is,
4
but-
rounds.
Yeah,
This guy knows what the fuck he's doing, man.
he knows how to promote himself with the best of them,
and the
dude.
part of that I agree with the most is that he's got a team. What he said, like, I got a better team than you or something. He probably does.
Promotional team.
Oh, money! It's
but he
money.
has
He don't have a better boxing team. He's got an older brother who's the heavyweight champion of the fucking
has enough
world.
the
money
greatest
to-
heavyweight of all time.
He has
Yeah.
enough money. I mean, I'm sure obviously Tyson Fury's got money too, but Jake Paul's got enough money to hire whoever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
I don't think it may not be better, but it's equivalent
yeah.
team wise. I think it, dude.
He may be able to-
and he can hire whoever the fuck he wants.
True. And I'm not saying Tommy Fury's fucking some superstar, but he has been boxing his entire life.
Like a year or two ago, I would have been all over Tyson or Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, no, that's the
Hey,
thing.
yeah,
I
hold on,
think
hold on,
I
hold
think
on. This is-
Jake Paul
it's boxing.
promotes himself. Boxing is a business, just like every other sports promotion is a business. You know, they know how to promote themselves to put up the big games or the big fights, all that shit. Jake, I think, can crack. He has put in work to train and stuff like that. Tommy said, hey, you've fought some retired MMA fighters. You haven't fought any boxers. You fought a fucking retired basketball player. You fought a YouTuber, shit like that. Also, in Jake's defense, Tommy hasn't fought anybody with a good record, but he's fought boxers that have fought their entire life.
That's true. Isn't his combined opponent record like 25?
Yeah,
like
it's not
74
good,
or
but
something?
he's also fought. They've been boxing.
Yeah.
Not saying they're good boxers or whatever, but they've been training in the boxing world their entire lives.
Seth, what were you gonna say?
I forgot.
You forgot it?
I did. I literally forgot.
Okay, I mean, like in theory, Tommy Fury should win, but
I hope he wins.
I do too. If we're talking about real boxers and stuff, although Jake maybe has had like some bullshit, like you can't beat me type shit, he still went all those rounds with fucking Anderson,
He did.
and
An
he's been in there like doing the maybe not like the real deal, like I'm trying to kill you, but like he's still
He
he's
won.
put the rounds
He
in,
won some rounds with a 48-year-old Anderson Silva.
which is probably better than
Some
Tommy Fury's.
But no,
been in there with.
see, Anderson Silva's not a boxer. He's not legit boxing. A guy boxing. That's why.
There's my boy.
You don't think Anderson Silva's better than the guys that Tommy Fury's?
Oh, I'm sure he's like a better fighter,
He's
like
a better boxer.
fighter. Than some guys,
every
but
time somebody throws around the term boxing,
it's a different sport.
it means it's a goddamn business. Therefore, fucking Jake Paul's going to win this fight
I mean,
because
that's-
this is all history has shown. Boxing is a business.
That's probably why this
It's
fight
all
has
fucking
taken-
smoke and mirrors and money. That's all this goddamn thing is. Since the Great Depression, this has been a fucking business.
I agree that it's a business. Every promotional major
Jake Paul's going to win
every-
because of that.
every major sport is a business.
That might be.
I
why
know,
this-
but there's the corruption.
Yeah, there's corruption in it,
I'm involving
but-
corruption within the
There's
word
a very
business.
good-
I agree, there's
you know what I'm
corruption.
saying?
Yes,
I'm
I'm-
telling you. You can say, "Oh, UFC is a business. Oh, NBA, NFL is a business." Yeah, of course they're all businesses, but but the heart and soul and passion has left the fucking building when the money comes flowing in on the boxing side.
There's two different sides.
I disagree.
There's two different sports of boxing right now. There's
Yeah,
two.
I'm
there's
talking about
two-
the boxing right now. I'm not talking about
No. But I'm saying
Muhammad
right.
Ali. I'm not
You
talking about
can't-
Mike Tyson. I'm not talking about all
You
these
can't
motherfuckers.
compare that. You can't compare like this fight promotion to like Showtime.
That's what I'm saying. There's two
Or
different.
Oh
HBO.
yeah, no.
They're,
You
they're
can't-
basic-
you just
they're-
can't
they might
do
as well
that.
call
HBO
them
boxing
two
was the
different
best. That
things.
was the most legitimate form of boxing there ever was.
Yeah.
And
There's
HBO
still
was doing the best shit.
category of
Dude,
boxing.
Showtime back in the day was fucking flawless.
There should be a category of boxing like Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia that just got
Yeah.
announced the other day. That's like a whole different category.
Yeah, I'm not comparing promotions and
No, but what I'm saying is
We're
that-
getting
They-
lost in the weeds on the technicalities of each word we say. Like, we know what's going on. Every one of us know what's going on. Yeah, Tommy Fury, he's from a boxing bloodline. Guess what? Enough fucking dollar bills get thrown in their face. all of them are from the boxing bloodline. They're not from the MMA combat sports bloodline. Therefore, it's a business. I'm not saying that Tyson Fury's ever thrown fights or anything. He is the greatest heavyweight of all time. His little brother is not. His little brother is taking a payday for the family name because they're a family of gypsies and all they care about is making a name for themselves and making money along the fucking way, dude. This is all a business. Tommy Fury's going to lose the fight, and he shouldn't. He is a better boxer, and he's been born and bred into this life, and he is technically got way more time and experience under his belt. But he is going to lose this fight because it is boxing. That is the fucking problem with the sport that I want to love so bad, but I can't because of that aspect.
So
I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it.
Don't
kill me, Gypsy.
In that aspect, you're saying just the celebrity boxing
That's what I'm saying. It's two different things.
Is different.
Oh, yeah.
Not real boxing. Although there has been obviously documented corruption in boxing.
Yes.
But the legit...
Before we were born. Long before we
Yes,
were born.
but the legit boxing, the Canelos.
Floyd is the reason why boxing is what it is today. Because of the Mayweather, because of the money team, because it's all about money and business. And every other boxer after Floyd Mayweather has grown up knowing that fucking terms of boxing. And be like, oh, cool, I'm going to be raining money.
I don't think the Floyd thing is the Floyd Conor fight was fixed.
I know. I'm not saying it was fixed, but dude, there's.
I'm thinking it's a different sport, and Conor's not a boxer.
Fixed is almost an umbrella term anymore.
He's kind of transitioned to the.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna beat this.
The thing is, the thing is, he's transitioned to nobody because it's an easy fucking bag.
Boxing and
it's not
fuckery are the
fights
same
or
words to me.
Floyd Mayweather
and
isn't
fuckery are the same word. They're the same thing. They mean the same thing.
Floyd fought for years against the real deal guys.
The glory days of boxing have come and gone.
He maybe kind of opened the door a little bit again when he fought against Logan. And
he set the blueprints like Chael did for shit talking in MMA. Floyd set the blueprints of how. Hey, you want to make some money? This is how you fucking do it.
You fight me and you lose.
Right.
What you're painting as in like Tommy Fury's going to lose to Jake Paul like it was fixed,
bro.
That's a little different.
Okay. Let's put it in real boxing terms. Real boxing terms. Canelo fought Floyd. Remember that?
Yes, when he was fucking 19 years old.
Exactly. Canelo was 19 years old
and lost.
And he was forced to go into the exact weight limit that Floyd Mayweather wanted to, and he was forced to box under Floyd Mayweather's promotions, money team. It's all a business, dude.
I understand.
Canelo right now would smoke the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. I don't care what anybody says.
That's something we'll never know. We'll never know it.
You know why? You know why we'll never know it? Because it's a business. We would know it if it was legitimate mixed martial arts.
Well,
because you can only business so much. Conor can only business his way to the very top as he did, and guess what? The very top got him getting choked out by Khabib Nurmagomedov. Nobody from the hills of Dagestan.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying because to me you're sounding like it was fixed.
Most of boxing these days is fixed. It's a business.
So the Tyson Deontay Wilder fight were fixed?
Why do you think there's so many exhibition fights anymore?
Why? No, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's boxing, though. That's boxing.
I asked you the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fights were fixed.
I already said no. I already said no to that.
There's still real boxing going on.
Yes, there is. But you're going to say...
That's what I said earlier.
There's real boxing going on. You're going to say that Jake Paul is real boxing?
No, that's what I said earlier. You have to differentiate celebrity boxing from real boxing.
It's two different subcategories.
That's what I said. Then you proceeded to say no. You're just saying boxing in general. It's not boxing in general.
No, it's boxing. It's boxing as we know it right now.
No, we don't know that. I don't know it that way. This is celebrity boxing. A YouTuber turned into a guy who's training boxing.
Well, okay.
So who do you think's going to win then?
Here's the thing.
I think I want Tommy Fury to win, but I think Jake Paul could win
because it's a business. Because of that. Because you know that there's an underlying of you can't rely on.
But you're throwing it under the same blanket as all of boxing.
No, I already...
you've been saying boxing.
Because
it's not all boxing. It's celebrity boxing.
Fine, it's 80% of boxing. There's that 20%.
Okay, boxing's always been a business.
It's always been a business.
Okay, but it's never been... it's been like, okay, we fight at this weight, we fight with these gloves, but
it's not about passion, it's about money. It's not about passion.
but it's a real fight.
I
But
disagree with that statement.
with the Jake Paul shit, I'm not convinced that they've all been real fights with real outcomes. But there's a completely different subcategory that nobody seems to really care about except for the hardcores. That's like the Gervonta Davises, the Ryan Garcias, the fucking Canelos that you never hear about anymore, the Triple G's.
Yeah.
And then there's this bigger subcategory that everyone thinks is like the real shit with Jake Paul. But here's the thing. Here. Let's move on from this whole argument here. And
I got a lot more to go. I want to keep talking about
We're
it.
going to keep talking about it. But
I got a lot more to
We're not
go.
going to argue about like what's boxing, what all that. But what we need to talk about is Tommy Fury going to be the type of guy that will take an L?
Yes.
Because they tell him to.
Yes.
Because his brother is the best.
I disagree. I
heavyweight
think
of
his
all time.
family's got money.
There's no way, Seth.
I think he's got money.
There's a way.
I don't think he's.
There's a will and there's a way, baby.
Just watch the face-off. There's
Jake
no way
Paul
he does
is
that.
not
come on,
Jake
dude.
Paul
There's
is
no
not
way.
a
Face off.
billionaire.
Dude, I don't trust boxing as far as I
I
can
don't
throw
either.
it.
I don't
I'll put
either.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all.
I don't see Tommy
At all.
Fury like.
I don't trust this.
Tommy
boxing.
Fury's not going to beat Jake Paul.
I'll put 100 on it.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Hey, good.
Jake Paul's going to beat him.
I
I'll
don't
Venmo
see
you tomorrow if he
Tommy
loses.
Fury
I don't
not
trust-
trying to win.
I'll Venmo
Yeah,
you tomorrow
no,
if
if
he
I
loses.
I don't say that.
I can't give it up straight, but I will get you the 100. I can't just straight up give you 100, but in time, I promise you I'll get you the
I mean, we can
100.
change it like 20 if you want.
No, we just shook, bitch.
I mean, I am
Pussy.
a 100
Hey, Phil
in my
is
truck
Phil is
right
saying,
now.
Devin, stop it.
I think I don't trust the celebrity boxing side of it. This to me is not legit. Sure, they are going at each other in a legit boxing. They're boxing each other. They're fighting.
Hey, put that on your phone.
But
Me and
they're-
Devin's bet.
Yep, Tommy.
But they're not. They're fighting, but it's not the same
fucked up,
as
bub.
a Canelo versus fucking.
No, it's not.
What
fucked up.
was his name?
whole
Caleb
Paul
Plant
fucking
or
I
whatever.
hope so. I hope you're right.
Nasty.
Not- was
really-
it
I
Caleb
hope you're
Plant?
right.
Yeah.
Beat the
Fuck
shit
my
out of him.
$100. I
It's
hope
not
you're right.
something like that. That's different world.
It's two different genres, but also I feel like the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight is a different genre from every other Jake Paul fight because it's been Nate Robinson, it's been Tyron, it's been guys that are on their way out. They're,
Yes.
Yes,
they're trying
I
to
think
just claw at relevance.
this is the first
Yes.
time Jake Paul's fighting a boxer. I don't
Right.
give a fuck
Jake
if
Paul's
he's.
winning that fight.
And that's why I'm
I'm
betting
not
against
saying that
him.
he won't win that fight, but I'm saying
If Tommy Fury
This is celebrity boxing.
If
This
Tommy
isn't
Fury wants
boxing.
to win and the fucking outcome is not predetermined, I'm not saying that he's gonna win, but it's gonna be.
they
a
made
tough
a
fight.
fucking entire belt up for this fight.
What is it?
It's fucking
Yeah,
the International
sure did.
Bullshit Commission of Boxing.
Out of fucking Saudi United Nations.
It was something bullshit. They made
Yeah.
up a fucking belt for this
No,
fight.
they did. They did.
I think this fight is
It's
bullshit.
black and shit.
Sure, they're fighting and they're
the S in
literally
that
they're
stupidest motherfucker.
participating
No.
in the
No,
sport.
we're the stupid
of,
motherfuckers for buying it or watching it.
they're
I'm not buying it.
they're
They're the stupid motherfuckers for betting on it.
That's the whole point.
I don't know.
boys.
Either way, it's
entertainment.
celebrity
I don't want to
boxing
get lost
and
in the
real
weeds on
boxing.
passion against boxing versus real fighting or MMA versus boxing.
Well, that's
but
what you're saying. This
yeah,
is
but
boxing
what
versus,
you're denying is the fact that boxing is fixed and it is a business.
Yeah, I think more so in the past.
Fixing a business is
More so
different,
in the
though.
past. You cannot
Fixed
tell
in a
me
business is
that
different.
every Canelo fight versus
Maybe,
Triple
yeah,
G
maybe.
was fixed.
dude,
That is
I know,
boxing.
dude, I'm leaving.
Or Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Celebrity fighting post
The
2021.
fridge.
Boxing post
Grab me one.
2021. Like let's like exclude the Triple G's. Let's exclude the Canelos. Let's exclude all of
So
the
let's
fucking
only
guys.
talk about Jake Paul.
How about this? How about no? Let's
Dylan or Devin, did you want?
listen. How about this? Any promotion of a real boxing match, guess what? Nobody knows it's going on. Do you know how many times a Canelo fight has happened and it's happened in the same weekend as a major UFC and a major Bellator or a major whatever the fuck else combat sports fight is
Right.
going on the same way? People would be like, holy shit, Izzy's about to fight this guy.
Do you wanna
And they're
know-
like, oh, Canelo's fighting this weekend too? Holy shit.
Do you wanna-
You know why? Because boxing knows that Canelo's going to win because it's real boxing and they're not promoting the clits out of it because it doesn't make any fucking money.
I mean, I do agree.
They're
with
making
they don't,
money.
They don't promote the.
They're
don't-
not
They
promoting
don't
as
promote
much.
the real boxing matches. They only promote the business boxing matches.
No, they-
Mayweather
I disagree.
and Paul's.
No, they-
Logan
I
Paul
agree.
fought Floyd Mayweather. Are you fucking kidding me?
He did.
fighting
Are
And-
you fucking kidding me?
That's celebrity boxing.
That's all we are. That's the only
not
thing,
all we have right now.
The only things that people hear about in boxing is that.
No.
They don't hear about the real boxers. Nobody knows who the best cruiserweight in the world is right now because all they can hear is the smell of the Logan brothers up their fucking nostrils.
Logan brothers.
He's getting shit on tomorrow.
The big fights, or not even big fights, regular legit boxing is not getting as much promotion as, say, a Jake Paul fight or a Logan Paul fight versus Mayweather or Conor versus Mayweather. The reason why
Mayweather versus some random Asian guy that nobody's ever heard of who's 20-0 in MMA.
Yes.
That cried after he took a flop. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The reason why I'm saying it doesn't get promoted as much or it doesn't get much airs because the reason is because boxing is too scared. Scared is probably the wrong word, but they will not put the matchups that you want to see. The big guys versus the big names, Canelo versus huge names. It took forever for Canelo to fight Triple G. And then it finally happened, and they had the trilogy.
Yeah.
And then it took Mayweather how long to fight Pacquiao?
These boxers.
How long?
They fought twice. And
that's not the question I asked.
In 5 years, they fought twice.
That's the question I asked. I asked how long did it take Mayweather to fight Pacquiao?
Pacquiao was like 40 years old.
He was an older Pacquiao.
I wonder why it took so long. Because it's a business, and they knew that
It's
Pacquiao
not just a business.
would beat him in his prime.
Either way, it has to do with the reason why that it's not promoted as much is because those fights aren't happening. They're not the fights that we want to see. Like right now, we could have seen an Anthony Joshua versus a Tyson Fury, even though he's coming off.
Deontay Wilder has wanted Andy Ruiz for 2 years now, and they won't set it up.
There's always like a guy that's supposed to win.
There's always a favorite and there's always an underdog.
I know, but it's like.
There's always but what he's talking about is the huge favorite. I bet you Jake Paul is probably the fucking favorite in the Fury fight.
Of course.
I don't even think he's like that big of a favorite.
I don't know.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be a favorite
what I'm
at
saying
all.
is boxing. The reason why the big fight, boxing isn't as big as it is now is because people have gotten tired of not seeing the fights that they want to see.
They want to see. Yeah.
When I was younger, they did put on the big fights that they want to see.
Exactly.
Even before our time, the Pernell Whitakers, the Mike Tysons, shit like that.
Yes.
Those guys were getting bigger. What I'm talking about is you're saying, or at least the way I'm downloading your information is celebrity boxing and boxing are all in the same, and they're.
Well, then you're downloading it wrong because that's not what I'm saying. I'm not lumping all of boxing into one category there's never been a real boxing match ever. I'm saying the boxing as they are feeding us in these
this shit right here is
which is Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Yeah, it's a horseshit.
I think it's celebrity boxing. I don't think this is a legit shit.
Which is why Jake Paul's going to win.
In my heart, I think that he wouldn't pay Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury wouldn't take a payoff. He doesn't need it. His brother's a goddamn millionaire.
I agree with that. I'm not saying that he would. I'm not saying that Tommy Fury is being paid by boxing to lose. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they are setting things up.
It doesn't make sense
in a way to where none of it even really matters.
Because he beat Anderson and Woodley and Askren.
Yeah, a bunch of retired UFC fighters.
I mean, if I'm a bookie, I'm making Jake Paul the favorite, but I'm actually probably, if I'm a bookie, I'm making him a bigger favorite than that.
Why though?
Because
you scare away clients doing that. It's not lucrative doing that.
To make Jake Paul the favorite?
To make him a huge favorite.
Yeah, it is, because everyone probably thinks he's going to win.
Everyone's going to be betting Tommy just because the number.
Just because the underdog.
Yeah, just because
if the line was flipped, everyone would be on Jake, I'm sure.
Well, that's how it goes. That's how you make money.
I know, but like if you leave it right in the middle, like, just a slight underdog, they're betting it either way. So if you make it big, like people are like scared of one number,
They make less money when it's bigger, though.
That's true.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean,
exactly.
Here's the thing. Here's the bottom line.
That's why it's so close.
What boxing is really fucked up on. Okay. Let's talk about. Remember this Rogan interview on like ESPN a long time ago, where it was him and there was some
the boxing promoter. Yeah.
He's the boxing guy was like, see, MMA's biggest problem is that there's one organization that runs the whole show, blah, 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 blah. Let's fast forward to now. The problem with boxing is that the fighters run the show.
Yeah.
And their teams run the show.
Yeah.
We're talking about the fights that we want to see don't happen anymore. That's because of the fighters and their fucking teams.
Yeah, the
And not
fighters
wanting to
are
fight
too
the
scared. They
badasses.
want to keep making
Yes.
money.
They don't want to fight
Yes.
their
But they don't want to
toughest
fight
test.
the big dogs.
Yeah,
If there
instead
was
of
a
fighting,
UFC in boxing, it's like, no, you're fighting the
Yes.
toughest guys now.
which comes from like the Floyd not waiting to fight a Manny Pacquiao in his prime,
Right.
or fighting Canelo at 19.
Floyd knows what
No,
the fuck he's
Canelo
doing.
was a killer at 19 years old, but fucking Canelo versus now,
Yeah.
who knows how that? Now everybody can go look. Floyd's best boxer ever.
He might
I'm not a
still beat
Floyd
him,
fan.
but
He might
Canelo
still
fucking
beat him.
He cracks, dude.
Yeah, Canelo cracks, and he's way
what I've
better
heard,
at being
I don't know.
defensive and moving his head and shit. He was 19 and a killer, wanting to try to knock out fucking Floyd Mayweather.
I
You
don't
know, what do you think was going to fucking happen? He got his ass kicked.
To cap it off, because we probably should cut this off at some point, but to cap it off, I mean, this whole Jake Paul wave is a completely different thing than real boxing, but it's not. I don't think it's as far off of real boxing as you think. As far as maybe the predetermined, if we're saying there's a predetermined outcome, that's different. But as far as the way that this is booked and promoted, the Jake Pauls and Tommy Furies versus the Floyds and Canelo, it's not that much difference as far as the way they promote it. We have an A side who's either supposed to win or is going to win no matter what. We don't know. That's what we're not sure about on the outside. But it's not that much different because there's one guy that's, I mean, even Tyson Fury, he fucking signs a fight, the rematch against Wilder. It's already signed, and he has a fight in between him signing and actually fighting. He has another fight that he does before that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So-
that's
like he's for sure like he's gonna win. You know what I mean?
well. I think with boxing, there's so many different promotions and different belts. There's the IBC, WC, ABC, whatever the fuck it is.
Top ranks. Got
Yeah, all
ESPN.
sorts of shit. I think you can have multiple fights sanctioned out or in different.
You can but
commissions.
If you have like one of the biggest fights of the like.
Oh yeah,
Not
like
only
say
the year, but like,
off of out of the realm shit. Tyson loses the fight before he fought
yeah,
Deontay.
it's like, can you imagine?
You nervous about the $100 bet, Mom?
Could Deontay
Yeah, you
fucking? Could Deontay
Not in the slightest.
in that
You're
Fury
so
fight?
fucking
Would it sell
nervous.
as much as it did?
Yeah, you
The-
are.
the
You're
three times
shaking
they
your
fought?
Boots.
Was it three? Yeah, 3 times they fought.
I mean, I handed you a $100.
Yeah,
Hurt me.
because the first time was a
Hurt my
draw.
feelings and my
Second
bank
time
account.
Tyson Fury put him down, and then the third time Tyson Fury knocked him out like real quick.
I don't know. We're definitely. I mean, if you guys are listening this long and you haven't realized, we're not like a boxing podcast necessarily.
No, but we can sniff out fuckery, and that's what boxing is.
Yeah, I mean it is. It is.
I think this bullshit's fuckery.
What?
The Jake Paul Fury shit.
It is.
Yes.
It is, but
Which
I
means
think
that's why I
this
bet on Jake Paul.
This one might
No.
be. This is less. This is less fuckery than Jake Paul, Ben Askren, because those guys, Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, have nothing to lose.
No, I would agree with you that this
Tommy
is.
Fury has like a reputation to.
He does.
uphold.
Yeah.
He's the scariest fight that Jake Paul has
Yes,
done
that's
today,
what I was saying.
100%.
He's definitely the pure boxer that he's ever fought.
He's as big as yep, exactly. I agree, but he's gonna
unfortunately,
win.
he's still the B side. He's still not.
Oh yeah, he's not a big
supposed to
name.
win.
His brother's the big name. Jake Paul. Like I don't know. I guess
Did you write down our bet?
if it was here in a second, I will. For what was $100? You and Dev,
Yep. Me and Devin.
but
Nah.
I don't know. Like you can.
Devin's
I don't know
scared.
if Jake Paul like what does he weigh in at fights? Fucking 185, not 195.
Is it even that much? I don't even know.
He walks
Jake
around
Paul?
at fucking
Jake Paul?
210 or some shit, doesn't
Nah, he's gonna be one. He's gonna be 195, 200 in there, in that range.
I don't
You guys
see. That's
watch
another
this?
thing. I don't know what weight class anybody fights at in boxing.
he? Well,
I
there's
don't
fucking
know.
50 of
Peak
them.
Knockout?
Yeah, no shit.
What?
The Peak Knockout? I haven't seen it yet either. I'm about to watch it.
Anyways, to cap it off, boxing's bullshit. But you know what we're gonna watch tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'll watch it. I think it's has entertaining
What
value,
is that?
but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of
What
the
did I
celebrity
just
boxing
watch?
in the spectator side of it.
Watch this weird shit right here. What? What is that?
He just clubbed him. Like hammer fist on the feet.
Watch.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
And then that uppercut.
Trevor
That was
Peake,
weird.
this guy, it's Trevor Peake came off
was
the Junior
nasty.
series. He's like a junkyard dog, like not
was
technical,
nasty.
but just goes to war
Yeah.
type guy. All right,
130 points.
yeah.
Devin.
Devin, congrats on your win. I'm glad you won instead of Dylan, because that would have sucked.
Devin won fucking DraftKings, even though
Dylan got 7th?
Fight got canceled during the event, and I had both the main event.
I'd
but
have won.
We won't talk about that.
Spann
I
would have
won.
won, and I would have won DraftKings.
No, never happened. And boxing's full of shit.
Thanks for joining us. I don't know if you did quite as good a job as Dylan does, but
I'll be back.
we'll take it.
Oh yeah, we'll take you.
Go Jamaican sensation.
Baron rubber, little buddy.
That got me the dub. Low owned. Let's go.
We'll just say that this UFC card really sucked because the main event got canceled. I don't think that's controversial whatsoever.
Yep, that's why I'm here for the shitty ones.
But
Yeah,
if
somebody
Devin
got free
showed
money
up,
tonight.
shit got
A
canceled.
lot of people got free money tonight.
And I'm about to win $100 tomorrow also. So
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury tomorrow.
eat shit, Jake Paul. It ends tomorrow.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Let's go get high.
Later.
Right. Later.